So just because you're born here does not mean you get a certificate of citizenship. You get a policy and a bond. That's it. That's it. So when y'all start learning the law, y'all might be all right. But if you voting this year or anytime after that, after learning this right now with the big dog teaching, hey, we you done. I dropped the mic after that and done.
Appreciate you. Always respect, sister. Go ahead, New Growth. Tap in and pass it to my brother Key. Then we're gonna pass it to King Genocide. Much love to you and the family, New Growth, always, brother.
Thank you, right? Thank you, Philly. Peace and blessings to the panel and the chat. Um, yeah, it's layers to this, man. But we as a whole, we here, man. But soon somebody speak those words. I call them wordplay. I've been posting that lately. You know how we could get so tripped up in these words, and I recently added flag to the play. Soon somebody say black, African American, flag on the play, flag on the play. That is not us. The charade is over. And are people who straddling the fence with this black and African American added to telling a story, off top, you committing fraud. You committing fraud and you're writing yourself out. I know it's a catch-22 because like damn if I do, damn if I don't. It's on all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You gotta mark something or mark other. I'm finding out that, every foreigner over here, they can write white as their identity, but when it comes to me, Negro, I can't write white on mine. I can, but it's gonna get changed back. So I know what stands between me and foreigners and immigrants is deportation. I even went to jail for an alien, a legal alien, or yeah, immigrant, or whoever you want to call it. He went from here. They went from here. I went to prison for them not having a green card, and they said that in the elements that I watched them come over here illegally. I watched them, uh, basically saw them come over here, and then I actually helped them further their stay over here. Like I gave them transportation of rides and or gave them money. This is the elements to convict you. Here, baby. This is the elements to convict you to dealing with these foreigners. Only a Negro can go to prison for somebody not having a green card over here. But I didn't want to lose y'all, but I just wanted to say that off top, man. We got to stop identifying ourselves as black or African American because at this time, publicly, I'm just saying publicly, it's confusing. It's confusing and it's also detrimental to us because it also takes the protection off of us. Indian is our only identity that we should be claiming for 2024 to be, and that's we have to get on code. But I know it's gonna be a hard thing to do because so many of us has businesses in black, has businesses in African American titles. But at the end of the day, you have no legal protection, and that's all I'm trying to get from my people is protection as you go up in those courtrooms, as
Yes,
you go up in
sir.
those as you go up in those hospitals, as you go up in those banks, as you just being a person walking outside your home. You know what I'm saying? I'm of the era of what happened to one of our peoples back in 1991, Latasha Harlan. She was murdered by an Asian woman, shot in the back of the head over orange juice. You know, and it wasn't about no orange juice because that lady was pulling guns on all the children that was going up in her store. You know what I'm saying? These people then got over here, then they got
Much
arrogant.
love, Shay. I see you out there. Stephanie Burks. Much
They
love to
they
you and the family. Go ahead, brother.
they didn't got disrespectful. All these foreigners over here, they didn't got disrespectful. They didn't got comfortable. They arrogant, and they don't care about killing one of us or killing any of us because they know that we are not in our right identity. We claim it's something that's fraudulent that tells them that give them the green light to do this to us. And then we got our fake ass boule people hollering civil rights, which is fraud. How are we gonna be civil? We're nothing civil. You know what I'm saying? We're not part of no citizens. We are the original first people of this land. Our identity has been changed. Game is over. What they've been doing to us for the past 50, 60 years with this identity. This is our time. We gonna be ancestors one day, and this is the time that we seeing things by default by us not doing anything about it. It's basically waking us up.
Hey, brother Negro, say that shit again. We might be the ancestors. No, we are.
We are the ancestors. We're gonna become ancestors.
Let me say, we got the dead presidents, right? They founding fathers. Hold on, no, and then people.
King genocide, man. You can't cut the brother off, man.
No, he heard what
I told you that already, man.
No. Hold on, let me say this for a quick second.
Say this and then pass
We are the look.
Hello. Say this. Say what you gonna say, brother.
Okay. Look, he right about the ancestors, and people talk about ancestry worship. Motherfuckers worship money and kill each other over this shit. And brother Negro, look, you understand what I'm trying to say, and I apologize.
I do. Shout out my brother R.L. Smith, flat motherfucking power to the Flat Power fam. Let my brother Key Norfolk tap in.
And I hate to have to say that shit, but it's the truth. Go ahead, brother Negro.
Welcome to the planet, Key.
No, finish your bill. Finish your bill, but I heard that shit. That shit resonated with me, and I had to say that shit. My bad.
Shout out to Taz Show. I see you out there.
Ain't no apologies. Look, you felt that shit. It was like, nah, he right.
It's all good, man. We building.
Yeah, much love to Taz. Always, man.
It's going. I like the idea with Supreme Chief Holiday had mentioned to me about strategic. We got. You know what I'm saying? This is very deep in how we have to look at it, because they didn't hit us from all sides, from the top, bottom, everywhere you turn. They got a way to tie you right back into this web that they put us in. We in this for the next 400 years, according to them.
Shout out to the Taz Show, Does Eyes TV. Much love and respect to you and the family, always, sister.
According to Hebrews,
McCoy, much love and respect to you and the family, brother.
According to Hebrews, we in it or almost out of it. Look, did
you hear me talking, brother King Genocide? Mute up, please, man.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Ken. Yes, sir.
We're gonna pass the mic, man. Like I said, if we look at the history, have voting did anything for it? They, you got to remember, these people lied in history. They tried to say we fought for our civil rights to vote. No, we were fighting for them to stop killing us, not voting.
Facts.
So should we be voting in 2024? My answer is no. I choose not to have a government governing over me. And let me say this real quick. The laws and the things that these people are implementing, they're still talking about planning. Mute up, brother. I ain't finished yet, man. Damn, write it down, man. They still talking about jabbing up our babies. You know what I mean? All the laws they're changing. I don't want them governing me at all. So if you choose to still have them governing over you, you probably believe it's another pandemic coming up, because they're going to keep you in fear. And like I said, I choose not. I'm not voting.
That's why
I'm asking my people, don't vote. And let me say that, I'm going to give it right to New Growth. This is, if we don't vote in 2024, show these people we don't believe in them, then we can get to the table and get these people a bill or something, where we can get our whatever we think we deserve. But I think non-participation will really wake them up. Go ahead, New Growth. Then you can tap in King Genocide.
Yeah, it's just that it's a flag. We can't even get off. Matter of fact, we don't even exist. We don't exist, and that's the reality.
My brother Hurricane, appreciate you. Go ahead, brother.
And that's the reality we have to come with. We got to come to understanding that we don't exist.
Bull Hughes, my brother, much love and respect always, brother. Go ahead, brother.
We don't exist in the state of what they have put out here publicly. You know what I'm saying? And privately, we know that we rocking with birth certificates, and we've been through the ringers. I've been through the prison system, and that's where my default came in. That's when my light bulb popped on by me getting dragged through the judicial system, which is connected to the legislators and the executive. So I'm looking at to what makes sense to me and connecting the dots with paperwork. I'm looking to the three branches of power who gave the green light for this to happen to us. You know what I'm saying? They also the ones that signed off on the proclamation that ordered the U.S. military to knock us down, to, you know what I'm saying, and to cause the eminent domains. They wrote off on that. They passed that. They passed the identity.
Hey, brother, I'm glad you mentioned that. I ain't cutting you off. Continue on, brother. I emailed myself this thing because I haven't showed it in a while, brother. You got the mic. You said something that sparked what I'm gonna start showing what you're talking about. Go ahead,
Go ahead and build. Go ahead and build.
Yeah. Now you got it, brother, because I'm about to show you this thing of all the crimes they have committed in America over the years. And this ain't this some old ones right here. Give me 1 second, brother. You can continue. I just want to show this because I haven't showed it in a while.
Oh yeah, salute, man. You know what, man? We've been on the internet. Salute, OG, and salute to everybody on the panel and the chat.
Salute.
We've been talking about this non-participation on the internet for a minute. You know, we watched it with Trump. We watched it with Biden. And if you look right now, the Republican percentage is at 27%, the Democrat at 22%, but the independent is at 41%. Ooh. So the way they got this shit set up right now is, you know, we just have to watch. Well, we don't have to watch nothing because they're gonna do what they want to do anyway.
You know who got 41%? It's us. These people.
It's the independent.
Look, we the independent thinkers, the critical thinkers right now. We got a whole council.
Pretty as eyes, much love and respect.
So you know, people not really is listening and really not participating as much. But man, I think like the OG saying, man, if we just do a full non-participation, man, make them scratch their heads and make them come up with some immaculate conception instead of using us to push forth their person of interest for their agenda.
Let's get a profit off of it. Let's get a profit off of it, Key. Because you know everybody else gonna profit off it in the church and all these other people. And I know Brother Leo know what I'm about to go into. He already know about to say.
I know, man.
Hold on, every 4 fucking years, they use these churches. They make listen.
Hold up, brother. That's what I was saying. We can make them give us tangibles. We're voting without getting anything back. That's all I'm saying. We've been doing that for 200 years. We don't got no political power.
Nothing.
We don't got nothing.
But you
we've been giving them our votes for nothing.
But you
don't like that shit. Hey, look, let's get mad about it. Let's talk about this shit so we can actually say what the fuck we want, and that way we can properly get what the fuck we need.
And hold on, New Growth. I got you. You know this.
I'm about to meet up.
I got you.
This is
real quick, everybody. Okay. What I have on the screen is all of black massacres.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
I got you, but we got to show the flag.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. No, you're missing what I'm saying. Is that flag on the play meaning that it's all wrong because soon as they put black right there, that don't even tell us who we are. They just, you know what I'm saying? That's what they've been
saying, brother. I got you, New Growth.
That's what they got us at right there with that word right there.
I'm just talking about. Hold on, brother. Calm down. I got you. I'm just talking about all the massacres that have happened to our people here in America. I don't care if I ain't talking about Africa. I'm talking about United States of America. All the massive murderers that they have done to our people. And
the indigenous people, right?
The indigenous people, yes, sir.
Only.
That's what I'm showing right here. Now, like I said, you can take away the word black and put whatever you want there. Because I understand what you're saying, brother.
We got to do it publicly. We got to do it right.
With you, yes. Because it could be colored. It could be niggers. It could be Indian. It could be slaves.
No,
I'm
no, it
talking
need to
about
be
all the
exactly what it's
massacres
supposed to be.
that
It need to
have
be exactly
happened
wild
here in
Indians.
America, brother. That's all I'm talking about.
It should,
Shout out my brother Garfield.
and you know that's why we got to have intellectuals to be able to break it down when they say like how we got this up there, black. So it should be someone that can really break that down, that word, because you know what I'm saying, our education system got a lot of us indoctrinated, and when we say black, we attach that to African American, we attach that to slavery. That's why I don't like using that word black, because it's attached to slavery. Who don't agree with me on that?
No, and I wholeheartedly agree with you.
It's
Listen,
not
the
right.
word black. Oh, let me say this: the
Word black,
word black
the
and
word
white
black now is
was
attached
only
to slavery.
invented 200 years ago. That's not even a race of people. If you found a person the color of black or white, it would scare the fuck out of you.
I
We
just
got
want to speak on that. The
hold on,
purpose of the
let me finish with this. He's right about that. And we are different people,
Man,
different
King
bloods.
Genocide, man, you cut me off. Let the lady speak, man.
Oh no,
You gotta stop doing that shit, bro.
man.
listen. What
Stop,
OG
man.
is saying is that he understands that the black is. We understand the black that you're saying. We understand we're indigenous. The purpose of the map is to talk about the subject that you brought up previously, which was the eminent domain and how they use these massacres.
And we can't
Go
assume.
ahead, go ahead, Elder. That's all. I just wanted to get back to the topic at hand. We
That's what I
understand
was
we're
showing
indigenous,
how they stole this land from us. You
Not
know,
right?
this was all us.
see,
This ain't no Africans.
yeah,
It's
but
us
see,
here in
hey,
America.
big dog, this is
You
what we
know,
got.
some of us, I got you, bro. We get emotional with words. I understand exactly what you're saying. Black is a dead entity to me. That's what black is. You know, so I understand what you're saying. I
Now,
got
now I'm
Which is
understanding.
why we should not be voting. There's no such thing as the black vote.
Right, we don't even exist up under that, you know.
Right.
So they
That's why I
got us.
say it's just a holiday for them. It's just a money making day. Because if they understood that, they wouldn't even set foot out their door.
Regardless if we rebel, you know, or even say
Shout
something
out to
about
Glock. I
black.
see you out there, Glock.
Black
Much
is
love to you and the
they
family.
making money off of black, and it's only gonna take us to stop it completely. It can't be one of us, can't be two of us. It got to be all of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about publicly, because this is where we've been assassinated at. And then on the paperwork, this is what the big dogs, the three branches of power, has complicity in, of all part of the Indian Removal Act. They changed our identity. You know what I'm saying? It's foots on the grounds from the law enforcement to keep this narrative going. You know, they got everybody in these agencies, people with a nonprofit program, 501c3s, receiving money to continue to push this this narrative, the slave narrative. So, you know, anything black, African American, it's a flag on the play. It's a flag on the play. You already lost. You know what I'm saying? You will lose your
Hey,
case.
shout
You
out
will
my
lose.
brother George Jaguar in the house, man. Glock, I
You
see
will.
you. Much love. You already know. Keith West,
You
you
would.
already know.
You will
Heard,
lose your life.
go ahead,
You
brother.
lose your life not understanding what you're saying. You know, words is it's detrimental. So we got to start correcting, checking everything at the door publicly. Now, offline, privately, if you want to call yourself black, whatever, that's cool. But when you speak about my peoples, whatever, knowing that what I know as a truth, it's flag on the play. I know that you COINTELPRO, or someone is pushing that in you, and you still don't want to stop. You still want to refer us as black, and you don't want to correct it as when you say black. All I'm asking, when you do say black, be pacific and educate, not educate, because we find out that's for dogs, education, but learn us. Teach us about the word and break it down and say, this is what I'm really talking about. I'm talking about the Aboriginal, the indigenous. If you want to use it, you tripping off Aboriginal, or we're going to take indigenous then. The indigenous people, meaning of this land.
Yeah, see,
First.
I got
First
you,
people of this
brother.
land. That's what we're
See the
talking
problem
about.
I have? I'm with you. You know, the people
Right.
like the Jabaris, the Sonetta and his little crew over there. You know, they don't believe it with people here in America. You know, they still pushing the system narrative. We know it was people here, and our people were here, and it's from this country.
Right.
Shout out King of Kampala.
And they have celebrities rocking us to sleep every chance they get on these platforms. That's why what made me, that's what, you know, kind of like pull
hey,
my
can I say something real quick?
Hold on,
Please.
let me say this. That's what kind of woke me up as I'm seeing these celebrities. I forgot my train of thought. Go ahead, brother.
My bad. Look, for Sun Under TV, look, I've been brought in from a lot of different conscious communities. I've learned from the schools of thoughts. Even do I not agree with them totally, shout out to that man Sun Under TV. He brought information and knowledge to me that I could learn and discern. Whether I agree wholeheartedly with his perspective, but he brought that to the table. So I get that to that man. Just like Big Dog Fellow OG, Brother Leo. That's why I call him Brother Leo. People be like, when I say Brother Leo in my chat room, that's Brother Leo. Y'all don't even know him. He's a military strategist. You can't win against this guy.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man, and then I'm gonna fall back. You know, as far as the voting, man, like I was saying earlier, what I was saying that we have to pay attention to is our people who still have faith in the system. You know, they're still selling them a false hope. You know, that somehow we're gonna get something or achieve something. They did this with Kamala Harris. They did this with Barack Obama. They even did it with Donald Trump. And they ain't have black skin to use. They had his likeness and his character to use. But each time this happened to us, they ended up using us to usher in an agenda. First, it was same-sex marriage. This student loan debt thing with Biden, we're not even paying attention to that. This Donald Trump thing with this universal base income that's coming in when they start giving us those stimulus checks. Now they want to jack the economy up and start putting people on universal base incomes. BRICS just stopped backing the dollar. It's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we're not interested in, that we should be interested in, man, because it's going to make a big difference. And I'll fall back. Salute.
Hey,
so we got to stop participating.
Voodoo Child in the house. Always respect, man. What's good, Grateful? You got the mic. Let Grateful tap in. Welcome to the platform. Much love to you and the family always. Much love to all of y'all.
Blessings to everyone. I would kind of say I want to piggyback off. I think that was Norfolk that was speaking, right? When he's speaking on the fact that you're trying to implement certain said things, right? That can only be implemented if you're of a faction of it, if you're in agreement with it. See, if we look at their history, right, and I'm trying to do this real quick. If we look at history and the aspect of what has been said, presented to us, we all fell for it. You know what I mean? It was a narrative that was placed to us that we got along with and went along with, right? So at this point in time, for me, it's like, hey, I no longer I am of your programming that I'm gonna allow you to play something in my face that I know is false and go along with it. So the change comes when you start knowing or being in the faction of self, kind, and likeness that you want to be as good as you can be and make the experience great. Otherwise, you're continuously tapping into some shit that's not making anything great. No matter the color, no matter anything. It's a matter of, are you being an additive or not? And
hey, Grateful, how you doing, sister? How your day going?
Wonderful. I mean, not so wonderful because, listen, y'all.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna give you the mic back. Should we be voting in 2024? Yes or no? And you can keep on. Much love.
Sister Grateful, thank you for joining the platform. I appreciate having a female energy up here.
Say again.
I appreciate having a female energy up here. Thank you for joining the panel. Thank you.
I appreciate you as well.
Let her get the mic, everybody. King Genocide, mute up. Let the sister get the time. Go. I just wanted to tap in and ask you that question.
No. I don't think we should vote for. I really don't think we should vote for no presidency. And I've also heard the young man Rico. I'm appreciative of him, right? But is I view it for myself, right? I don't think there is nothing we can do to be gathering in their aspect of their mind frame, because if you're calling yourself, I'm going to be president of this year, then you're basically putting your people back into the same mind frame of shit that has been manipulative towards us as a folks, right? So if we really are truly, remembering that we are naturally, then there is no one man above the crew. Collectively, there should be a one mindset. All parties have an understanding of just the party that they are. See, that's the thing that it's going to take a minute to get back to, and a lot of us not going to see it. It will be here eventually. However, we need to, if we want to speed this bitch up, we got to get that. We got to really got them, give the real shit to our folks, whether they like us or not. And I'm gonna stop rambling, but that's just me and my thoughts.
I want to speak on that. I would like to, because the Baba before you and you hit it on the nose. They always giving us these red herrings, and then we go vote. So the last few red herrings was Kamala Harris, Obama. Then they talked about raising the pay, knowing that they was going to double the inflation. They got us to the polls to vote. They get them to the polls to vote, thinking that they was going to get the pay raise, and they didn't do that. Then they offered them fair housing. Then they offered them legal marijuana, which they really fucked up because nobody said we not gonna vote to legalize marijuana unless you let all the niggas that's already in jail out.
No, that motherfucker.
No,
damn, I heard that shit.
No. So those are the red herrings. So while they was throwing those false gold yellow brick roads at us, this is what they threw in there: transgenderism, freedom of speech. Because right now we got Governor Whitmer up here who got legislation in office to throw anybody who mispronounces or mislabels a transgender. You can go to jail for that. But y'all went and voted, and you don't understand that your vote, they offer you red herrings, but they put this other people's shit into play, and they put money in it to back it. But where's your shit? That you ran to the fucking voters, and you ran to the vote. Hey, y'all stay out the fucking voters box. Shit.
Hey, that's right, sis. You drove it home. That's the point I was, trying to make. And a lot of our people who are really unconscious about the way the system works continue to fall victim to these things, and they don't understand what they're getting until it come out on the other side, because they was looking for what they initially went to vote for. You see what I'm saying? So just like you said, it's a string along tactic. Salutes to you.
Again, to the panel.
This is Negro. Peace to the
Salutes
to the chat. Peace to the panel. I feel that what y'all just talked about is surface talk, meaning that it's not the root cause. As long as we keep surface talking about things, we never gonna have a true healing, or to be able to identify the root to it, so we can heal from that, so it never repeat itself again, or we never fall in that situation again. So our ancestors is allowing us. Not allowing it, but it's just certain things through our blood, through our walks of life right now in 2023, revealing things to us by default. Certain things like, you're dealing with the hospital, you're dealing with the banks, you're dealing with judicial, whatever you're dealing with, no matter what I receive from my ancestors, I believe we all going to wake up from that part, because we didn't have so-called leaders. We didn't have everything in front of the sun, and we still don't exist, and we don't have no protection on us. Now
I'm gonna give it right back to you, brother. When we talk about what we could take crimes against humanity, this is what I got on the screen, man. This is enough fucking evidence that what they have done to us indigenous people on this fucking land for crimes against humanity. So all these weak ass niggas that say we don't have a case, here go our case right here. Mm-hmm. And we can talk about the shit they doing now. So I'm tired of these weak ass niggas making excuses, man, of what they have done to us here in America.
Big dog, you're right. I want us to actually make it in the corner.
And then I want to pass the mic to my brother Emmy's Public, man. Go ahead, finish up, brother. That's all I'm
saying. So look, this map he's showing you, right? He can show you another map about what the black church did. Hey, look, hey, brother Leo, pull out the black church map. I don't care how long that shit take. Because this shit took a long time for us to realize this shit, let alone how much fucking money that shit sucked out of our community. And you got to realize, these were people, the black church is a job.
Noble Tune Bay, I see you, fam.
The black church is a job. But are you doing your real job? Now, we actually got a real job. Like that dude was arguing back and forth with you. He was an older dude. No, I ain't not what he was saying. And we had different agree points between me and you, Brother Leo, and him.
Real quick.
No, let me say this. Look, he was a good man. No, he's right. We did some good shit. Hold on, hey, Brother Leo, just like you. I don't want him to be Lord, let me say this. Just like you, Lord, you made me do it right. I get it. We divorced that shit for a reason. We were good people and need to come up out that shit. I'm done. I land my plane.
So I'm just saying, that's a good start, divorcing, because that right there, it just stops everything, anti everything stopping where we at, because I feel priority right now is our identity, correcting our identity publicly. I mean, telling all these Hollywood filmmakers, music producers, these so-called celebrities, when y'all speak about us, you tell the truth about us, about who we are. We are the wild Indian, aka Negro color, that's on our birth certificate. That's not who we really are, but that's our first identity was Indian. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna stick to. That's what we need to go back to. That's what they first identified. If you look before 1865, before the military dropped the bombs on us like that by the proclamation, we was Indian. And everybody knew who we was. The whole world knew who we was. And the people
that
shout
out T. Briggles. I see you out there, brother.
The people that settled,
the family. Noble,
the people that settled over here.
And then when you finish, I went to Enemies Public to get the mic.
Yeah, and when we settled, when they settled over here, they knew that we was the Indian, and they knew it was Indian, not tax. So if you set up something on my property, you doing any business, you got to pay me tax, not the other way around. Now, what we all can do to help us, by you don't even have to meet everybody on this planet, or not on the planet, but in the in America, you don't got to meet everyone. But what affecting us all, we all can agree on.
Much love, Raphael. Good seeing you, brother. Much love to you and the family always, my brother. You already know.
This is what we should agree on, and that's illegal taxation.
Much love, family.
Ending the illegal taxation by claiming our true identity, which is Indian, not tax. And that would help us to eliminate poverty. It would help to eliminate the mass incarceration, because a lot of our brothers and sisters incarcerated because they're up under a fraudulent identity. Basically, they don't have no protection on them, and that's why they up in there. So once we identify ourselves, everything else gonna fall in place. These things is happening to us because we don't have no legal protection. So what we need to do about that? Let's put our heads together. I relinquish a lot.
Bro, I don't want to be too long-winded. I know the Enemies Public coming next, but see the voting shit happening too. So I know it's the people who woke, got it, man. They got this feeling and shit that they want to run with, but then we also have a larger amount of people who are not so-called woke, who are still participating in this system, and this would be the basis of the discussion that we're having for. So it's not much so for the people who know better, it's for the people who don't know better. So we gotta have these conversations too. We can't have one without the other. But I'll fall back, man.
So what part of that I said you didn't understand?
I always love the family.
Peace.
Peace, good brother. Peace.
How you doing, family?
Hey, salutes, family.
Salute to everybody on the panel.
Peace and love.
Yeah, my bad. My mic was hot. Shout out to Warfare. Go ahead, Enemies Public. I wanted you to tap in, brother. Much love to you.
Somebody else, some other people took that and ran with it. So I'm not going to even use that. I'm going to use aware. Because a lot of people physically woke, but not aware. I rather use the word aware because when people talk about woke, you know, this enemy is so contrary with everything they do, even the use of words. So I'm going to use the word aware, and I'm going to use the word so-called when it comes to our people. Because regardless of what we call ourselves, if we are not commanding respect because of the way we treat each other and the way we behave in public amongst people, if we don't command respect, regardless of who we call ourselves, we're not going to get it. We're dealing with a vicious enemy who don't give a damn about us and our well-being. And to go to what Big Dog Philly OG was saying, my good brother, as far as the voting, now, I ask vote for who and why. And anybody who come to us and ask us to vote without us doing like everybody else, lobbying and saying, look, if you want our vote, we want this. Everybody do that but us. And then everybody ask our people to just go out and vote. And then they'll say, well, they'll do it next time, and next time never happened. We never get anything for our damn vote. And I think, I never voted for nobody anyway, but those of us who are into the politics, is really politics. It's a pile of damn tricks. We should just sit it out. Sit 2024 out and don't participate in this system. If they're not going to offer us something, they come to us and they tell us they're not going to give us anything. And then you have those who are into politics. I'm gonna give an example, like Roland Martin. He'll come and he'll get among the people and call them stupid because they're not going out and voting. Then he try to justify why we should vote when our votes never got us anything from its inception. Never got us nothing. And we are going to have to, I'm going to say it like this. My sentiment is, if you are a scared to death Negro, keep your ass away from me. Because I can't stand that type of Negro. Scared to get his hands dirty, thinking that we're going to get something from this vicious enemy by talking. You know, people were celebrating the thing that happened in Montgomery, Alabama, people going out buying chairs and doing all this silly shit, making parodies about the chair. Guess what this vicious enemy was going to buy? We found out over the goddamn weekend. He tried to go into a HBCU. They wouldn't let him in, so he went to the first damn store he went to and gunned some people down. We're talking about folding chairs and these people buying automatic weapons. Something is definitely wrong with our damn people in the way we think. We think that talking, I'm not saying going out and starting nothing, but if somebody aggress us any type of manner, whether it's verbally or physically, we fight with everything we have. We got to think about, I agree with us knowing who we are, but we got to get some damn respect, because our enemy's not going to respect us by us just realizing who we are. It's a good start, but they're not going to respect us. You get pulled over, what they going to say? They're going to get on the radio, say he's Aboriginal, let him go? Hell no. They're going to treat you the same damn way unless we garner some respect, command some respect, and demand some respect. But it starts with us respecting ourselves and each other. If they know, like I said, I don't know whose platform it was. We need to develop a nervous system among our people. Somebody step on Key Norfolk's toe, I say ouch. Meaning I'm feeling his pain. And we react on that. I'll land my plane right there.
Can I rebuttal?
Very well said, brother.
After you, I really want to say something myself.
Yeah, I listened to you, brother. I listened to you clearly, and I just know that from what you said from the beginning, like when it's come to our identity, to it come to who we are, you know, it's like you threw that away. We lost the fight right then before you even started. Like, how we gonna treat each other? And you saying, well, you can call us. You know, it could be like this. I'm paraphrasing. You can from what you're saying, basically, you can call us whatever. You know what I'm saying? Still us getting our identity right, or checking the people to know who we are from the beginning. That this is who we are. We are Indian, or what, you know what I'm saying? It ain't whatever. We are Indian. We are Indian, not taxed. We are the original people of this land. Aboriginal, so be it. You know, indigenous, so be it. But we are the Indian. It's on paperwork. It's on all the paperwork. We got evidence of our birth certificate that connects us back to Indian. So we've been lied to. We've been twisted. We've been using our imagination to keep this lie going. But somehow they tricked us to use our imagination, and we just paint a beautiful picture for them to keep living a good life over here, while we still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And what's going on is that we're not checking it at the door, or really understanding what's coming out of our mouth when it comes to us as a people. You said clear, you be precise, you be strong with it. We are Indian, not tax. Period.
Hey, if y'all haven't, make sure y'all real quick, brother. Tap into Chris Cyphers. Chris Cyphers is live right now. He one of the sponsors, man. Some of y'all tap into Chris Cyphers, John, please. Go ahead, brother.
Brother, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I started off by saying that's how we should start, with knowing who we are. I added on to us knowing who we are because of who we're dealing with. I know these people. I've been here almost 60 years. I know how disrespectful and wicked these people are. It starts with us knowing who we are. And then once we know who we are, we demand people respect who we are. Demand it. We're not asking nobody for nothing. Either you're going to respect who we are, or respect's off the damn building. Nobody going to get no goddamn respect if we don't. That's what I'm talking about.
Who are we?
You just said it, brother.
But you said it too.
Excuse me?
We also said, you say it too, and it's to come out of you.
We are, brother. I've been knowing who I am for a long time, brother. My roots is Jacksonville and Gainesville, Florida. My grandmother's Cherokee Indian on my father's side.
Right.
Blackfoot on my mother's side.
And you're on a public network, so you got to represent, and you got to do it right, because if you don't, we're gonna continue being erased. So we have to be very careful. And now I'm starting to understand what Supreme Chief Holiday was talking about by us being strategic. It's gonna take a lot of work of us correcting that, to be like, you know what? Let me be clear. If I say black, let me really let the people know who I'm really talking about, and just really, you know what I'm saying, go from there knowing that, look, this is us, the Indian. We have been our identity has been taken away, stolen by Hollywood. You know, you already connected the dots like I did. I connected the dots to where the propaganda started at. It's been 100 years of propaganda with Hollywood, using Birth of a Nation, using the cowboys and Indian movies.
Yes.
The Mesquite, the Native Americans portraying us, to we coming to having a president like Donald Trump exposing that them is not the real indigenous people of this land. That was a blessing to me. I mean, that really right there helped me connect the dots, and I'm like, damn, I wasn't expecting that to come from him. That's why I'm not gonna knock nobody who want to become president, because you never know what's gonna come up out of that. Because we at ground zero. So I'm not knocking nothing. If you think you got an ideal, I'm gonna do my best to try to use my imagination to support it, so we can try to get up out this mess. But by, you know what I'm saying, I'm paying attention. So I'm your brother, you know.
Yes.
I'm gonna do my
I'm
best.
your brother.
Hey, brother.
I'm yours. I'm your brother too.
You know, that's what we have, because we at war. We at ground zero. So why
Hey,
am I
shout out to T Wriggles. We got my brother T Wriggles in the building. Let him tap in whenever y'all get it.
Yeah, this all. I'm just like, we got to find a way how to work with each other, and how it can be fluent, how it can be powerful. We know our mistakes from the leaders of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, to Huey P. Newton. We know these brothers that supposed to, you know, was like standing up for us. I mean, in a way, in the limelight, but at the end of the day, we still was left without no protection. And we've been here. We here 2023, and like on my watch, like I said, Latasha Harlan was murdered. You know what I'm saying, by a foreigner. So it was on from there. And I don't know how we still trying to figure it out. And we already see that, look, we ain't got no protection on us. How did that? And then we got a lady that just lost her property, or lost her lawsuit to something that just happened in Tulsa, with the Tulsa massacre. You know what I'm saying? Then where I'm at in California, I'm connected with my ears connected with the Bruce family losing they property 100 years ago with eminent domain. So, and I know eminent domain, it ain't just about the Bruce family. It's about all of us, because I believe all of us got affected by the eminent domain. Just like that lady was trying to tell her story, that's still, you know what I'm saying, that's a blessing that she's still alive to even get a witness testimony of what the military did to us, and how they had law enforcement shooting our heads off. You know, it ain't no KKK. It's the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? It's the motherfucking military army that got the power to put us down like this. And we jumping over that and cherry picking shit, talking about, oh, this maybe it's this and it's that. No, it's only one force that can knock you down. That's the military. And they knocked us down. They really knocked us down. They destroyed our communication line, and they destroyed our business. So we ain't got no Wall Street
T
business.
Roberts, I see you out there.
Which is why back in the 90s,
go to XYZ. It don't make
my Naga P. Moses. Much love and respect you and the family, P. Moses.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming when I started singing law enforcement and BDUs, and they started carrying long guns and everything on a regular basis. I saw them militarizing the police back in the early 90s. Like,
yeah, they use that, not to cut you off, but they use that fraudulent. You remember that bank robbery that happened when they I think it happened in California, but I guess the bank robbers outgunned the police.
Yeah, it was California.
They outgunned the police, and they said, "Oh, we got to pass a bill for the law enforcement to carry more firearms." That shit. That's why I knew that shit was all the ploy.
Exactly.
For them to get more firepower on us, you know.
Exactly.
So, yeah, go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But you, I was just agreeing with you, brother. You know, I saw it happening in the 90s. They started militarizing police when BDUs, they took them out of uniforms. People used to have the French blue shirts with the blue pants with the yellow stripe. Now they got all black on. They got BDU military uniforms. They barely carry like a sidearm. Everybody walking around with long guns, and it's about you know, the control, and people need to understand also that a psyops doesn't always mean it's not about being real or fake. It's about how it affects you psychologically, because real shit happened during a psyops. We need to correct that also, because people think, okay, it's a psyops, like something real didn't happen. Because if you go and talk to some of these people who lost their loved ones, some real shit happened during the psyops, and it's about how it affected the people. Even a false flag, real shit happened during a false flag. We need to get these things correct, because when people start talking about, it's a psyops, everybody start thinking about, this shit didn't happen. We need to understand that, because I know emphatically. I may not know everything, but what I talk about, I know. I've been around the world, and I trust me.
Shout out my fam Kill Switch out there. I see you. Much love.
Can I tap in right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, appreciate it.
Then we're gonna pass it to T Wriggles and Smoke Signals and my brother Hurricane join also. Welcome, Smoke. Hurricane. So go ahead, sister, and we're gonna pass it around. I want everybody
both of your brothers
to get in.
The two words that stuck out to me mostly was acceptable and acceptance, right? That was a faction that I gathered from both of y'all. When it was acceptable, it's like you're gathering something, you're taking something onto yourself that you should not accept, right? So as far as you, Public Enemy, you was more so, okay, we've been contracted by this shit, we need to combat it this way. And then the other guy was like, yeah, we need to accept this shit, and then we need to be the same way as the program. I really don't agree with either one of you brothers. I really think that if we're going to be what we have always been, then there is no way that we're going to sit in the same programming that has constantly been plaguing us. Okay, because I'm not of the plague. I don't want to plague you, and I don't want you to plague me. When I say plague, it's a plague. That's what a plague is. A plague is a plague. They're playing on your emotions, playing on your intelligence, playing on your thought processes. They're playing on every faction of what it is that you're constantly giving them, because you're attaching yourself to what it is that they're saying. You're attaching yourself to whatever it is that they're giving you, or doing any of this shit. So I need for us to stop being plagued by our own thoughts of attaching outsideness.
Oh, okay. Hey, sister, I understand what you're saying, but you know, like I said, I just decided to go live. I wanted to talk about should we be voting, because you know some of our people still believe in voting. You know, I say, you know, what I say is reach your family members. Those the ones you can reach, and those the ones that you could touch. You know, and basically, you know, go from there. Anything else is a plus, but I see no reason why we shouldn't be talking about it. We all know we should go inside. Don't, you know, I'm for not voting. You know, don't totally do what you got to do to divorce yourself from that system, non-participation. You know what I mean? But we're building on it, and like, let's talk about the racism here in America. You know what I mean? Those are topics that we need to be talking about, not turning the other cheek. We need to be talking about how to protect our children, the next future, from these evil people that hate us for no reason. So I understand exactly what you're saying, but I want to talk in these two topics right here. You know, I'm for non-participation. Everybody know where I stand. Stop holidays, all this shit that goes with this corporation. Stop participating in it. You'll save yourself a lot of money, a lot of drama. Your health is wealth. Take care of your own health. Don't depend on these doctors to give you a prognosis or a diagnosis. Learn how to diagnose yourself. Learn how to take care of your health. So, you know, preventive. We don't know nothing about preventive. I know about preventive. I've been preventing disease and taking care of my body for a while. That's why I can say I'm 57 years old, about to turn 58 with no pre-existing conditions. Don't take a Tylenol. None of that, because I love my health. You know, so I say we all need to concentrate. There's so many things we can do besides participating in their system. I'm with you 110%. But still, we need to talk about it. You know, just turning the other cheek. Imagine saying it ain't happening, it ain't going away. I got a 6-year-old daughter. I'm fighting for her rights. I just can't turn the other cheek. So, you know, with that, I just wanted to see if anybody else wanted to tap in there. You can finish, Grateful. Much respect to you. I'm just saying.
Salute everyone. Peace, everyone. How you doing? Grateful. Peace.
Shout out to Hawkeye. Warfare K, what's
How
good?
are you, Hawkeye?
American woman, I see you out there. Welcome.
Greetings. I just wanted to add one thing. Y'all can hear me good?
Go back to Grateful. Anybody want to tap in? Go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, you loud and clear.
I'll go after him.
Every brother got good points, definitely, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to understand, I'm with Philly OG and the enemy's public. These people are wicked. We got to understand. And we got to stop acting like, yo, what they going to do, they automatically going to do. Now, I don't know where this narrative came from. Like these people ain't wicked, like they wasn't doing the shit that they was doing.
You're in the family.
We not going to say everything they was doing is right and exact. But let's not sit here and act like they wasn't hanging some of us. Let's not act like they didn't have niggas crossing the streets, walking off the sidewalks, going into the streets in the 80s, okay, and in the 70s. See, we fooling a lot of the young generation, and now that's why they like, oh, if we saying it's alive, then why we just not? No, these people, we gonna have to go upside their head with some of this shit, okay? Everything ain't gonna be some talking, because right now we sound like we looking for a welfare check. Okay? We gotta organize, boycott, shut shit down, stop supporting certain shit, call out the people that's in our community, that's the boule, and let them know they on their own. But we can't keep saying and thinking that's gonna be the problem when we don't have no decorum, we don't respect each other. If we don't take each other serious on these platforms, how you think other people looking at us? You know what they saying? Look at these niggas. Look at these monkeys. They don't know what they came organized with their own shit. We got to start keeping it 100, y'all. I don't know. Everybody came from different households, and we got to understand that some of us might have some African in their family. Everybody ain't like us, so we got to stop thinking everybody is indigenous. Okay, this shit been going on for hundreds of years, and then we got to understand we got sellout bootlicking coons. Okay, we got certain shit. Now I just want to go to one thing real quick, and this is our people. We was all hyped with that Alabama situation. Now that Florida situation popped off. What we doing? We crickets. But I'm gonna give y'all something. Didn't we say something might come back? Why it might not be that
That's
Florida
why I
shit?
said something about it, brother. We ain't crickets. That's why I'm tapping it. Racism.
Yeah, definitely, brother. You know, no, I'm just talking about as a community as a whole.
Crickets.
Yeah, of course. And like I said, everybody got good points. I'm not knocking nobody. Some sisters got some good points. Younger brothers, older brothers, all over, West, South, East, Midwest. But we got to understand, these people are who they are. We got to understand, we dealing with demons. We can't be saying 1 minute, yeah, they this, they grafted, they this, they don't got no souls, they this. And then we trying to say, hey, can I get a slice of pizza? Yo, what's wrong with us? We got to take that shit. Yo, give me that shit, son. And this is what I'm doing right here with it. What you going to do?
Yeah,
but a lot of us
don't asking for no slice of pizza, brother.
But you know what I mean. No, you know what I mean.
Our feelings, how we feel. So I don't see
no, exactly.
Saying we actually.
Well, we want a slice of the pie. That's what I meant to say. We trying to ask him for a slice of the pie. Can I say one thing?
I got you. Yeah.
Name one time where they did that. Did they ask for a slice of anybody's pie? No, they formed up a system and they took it. And that's around the world. They didn't ask, can we colonize y'all, take y'all resources, do this? No, they tricked people and did it. And waited till they was in a position to where people resisted, then they attacked. And they had some of the indigenous people on their side for the attacking. These people never asked for anything. They did trickery.
Everybody sub up to everybody.
They did devilish work.
How we all grow.
Okay. They snakes in the grass. We see how they treating us. Why we still thinking we gonna get restitution or reparation? Look how much money they done gave out in our lifetimes. We all seen it. We could just go back to the pandemic. If they was quick to give out money, I don't care if it's 1,400, this and that, PPP loans. You mean to tell us you can't come up with our restitution money? You know what they say?
Or
where the money going
to pay somebody and you're divided? Half of y'all don't know who you are. So why should I pay?
And we don't have no economic power.
Because we're not united. But
because
when
we don't exist.
United, they're gonna have to pay us.
I like to speak on that.
For me, it's just a matter.
Ray's talking fairy tales.
We take it. But I want to pass the mic to somebody who haven't talked. Let my brother T-Ray go. Then we're gonna pass it around. Everybody keep it to like 3 to 5 minutes, and we can pass it around. Everybody can get it in. Warfare, Hurricane, whoever want to tap in. Let somebody tap in, please.
I appreciate that. OG. Salute to all the light beings on this panel, man. It's a beautiful thing that I'm hearing this conversation. You know what I mean? We've been talking for a very long time. You know, some of us have been tapped in from the time of the House of Consciousness came together. You feel me? And we're weeding out and we're coming down to this, you know, saying this final stretch here. I just want to share some information with everyone. You know, this BRICS thing that's happening. I just saw something on TikTok. Someone could double check me on this. We're coming to a point where one, let's say $55.
Shout out to Black Y Indian. Go ahead, brother. Much love to you and the family. Go ahead, T. Wriggles. My bad.
I'm gonna break it down, right? $55, right? It's not. The balance is off, right? I'm gonna just say that right now. The balance is off. $55 will equal $1 to the BRICS movement, right? Another thing. Now, if we're gonna go, right? I know. Look, because I'm on your side with OG. I don't want to participate at all. You know, saying never in history from our great ancestor Dick Gregory has already said this. You know what I mean? Not a time in history did politics fare in our favor, right? But if we are going to go into this thing here, I advise us to go with the Tupac thing here, right? And start our own political party, right? The name I give it the Perps, and our color will be purple, because we're going to take some of the red and we're going to take some of the blue and then mash it all together. Now, to find out who we are and all of this and all of that, yeah, we want to talk about that later, right? Because we're at this line here. You know what we're saying? We're at this breaking point, and obviously I can see where we're going worldly, right? Where they're trying to crash all of us. So if we don't join and do something, right, and have this political party, someone that is going to vouch for everyone that feels that's had the same view on this panel, right? So we can have our fair share here. We understand our history. We understand our ancestors that was here on this land. And so we should be able to do something about that. And lastly, the brother that's in Cali, I'm in Cali too. I'm gonna put my email in this chat here. Get at me, you know what I mean? Because we got work to do. I got some plans, and I plan to execute these plans and get an A grade on that, and I'll fall back.
I would like to speak on that. Big Dog, you spoke about you spoke about abstaining from the realm, which is what I have always taught my students, and which is what I practice. And a part of abstaining from the realm is that with abstaining from the realm, you're going to run into the beast in the system's first line of defense, which is our melanated people that look just like us. So we got to stop messing around with hindsight and get some future sight. That until we deal with this other population that mirrors us, melanated, who are the first line of defense of this system, understand that when we begin to abstain, the first thing we're going to abstain from are the things within which they have made their wealth, which is usually within the Black communities, like fast food restaurants, clothing stores, things like that. So as indigenous beings begin to abstain, understand you're going to make an enemy of the first line of defense. And these are these boulets that we're talking about, the Black Caucus, the church, like Big Dog, like the elder said, the more they get you, the more they want you to vote, the more they try to get you to pray. They all work in this big, mechanism, and we all know that. So our first line of defense is, how do we defend ourselves against these melanated population that do not want to understand or respect the rights of us, the indigenous population? Because that's going to be the first war. Ain't no dealing with the system till you bring down the pawns first. The pawns got to come down. So voting is hindsight. We already know that. And we also know that as we're speaking on these panels, not only are we speaking to like-minded beings like ourselves, we're also speaking to beings who need this education, that they're not quite up to speed. So thank you, Baba, for making it clear that who are we speaking about? When we say Black, we mean indigenous. They don't know who they are. We might mean more, but they are known as Blacks, African Americans, Negroes. So these pawns are the first line of defense to the system. They are the first to run to the polls. They are the first to put their children in the schools. They are the ones who's doing good in the system. They own these franchises. So you have to understand, as indigenous beings, we start working in future sites. We're going to butt head with the Jesuits. We're going to butt head with monotheism for those who love the system. These are the beings we have to deal with first, because we're going to fuck with their livelihood to free ourselves. Because once they begin to fall, they're going to turn it up to the system to say, look, we need help. These indigenous beings ain't staying in line. They ain't putting their kids back in school. They ain't running. Because I've seen articles about how the voters in the so-called black community, aka indigenous peoples, has fallen. So it's coming. It's just not as fast as we would like to see it. But we have to stay on code and remember that the pawns have to be moved and come down first. And that is the indoctrinated indigenous beings and the Moors who love the system. They doing good in it. If we want to go deeper into the conversation without just doing topical, let's go deeper. We got to deal with those who look like us first, who uphold the system, who are going to continue to push these narratives to slow us down.
I'm glad you. I would like to actually get a greater understanding of what you were saying when you said that the aspect of our said people that we know they would never align with us, right? Because they're in a lower place than us. When I mean lower, I don't mean like as far as monetary. They can have a nice house, car, whatever. Fuck that shit. I'm talking about the mindset, right? Because for me, it's a state of being, and the actual state of being is a thought process.
Object.
It's how you move and the way you think. So, sis, when you just said that the people are a faction of what's going to take place, and we should, I think, if I'm gathering it, the way I was feeling it, we're going to have to mainly focus on that aspect and get a vote, and we need to stay voting and continuously be in the system. Because simply for me, the only way that we're going to ever get over or out of the state of being that you attach to the said realm is to make your own realms. And then you come across said folks that are sitting in the same realm you are.
No, I object. That's just not, man.
I mean, it's not for your agreements, because I don't have to agree with you. I'm not here for you. I'm not here with your said thought if you don't sit with me. I just said that. Did y'all not just hear me say it's going to be whomever that states where they are within the realm that you are. We are not here to get anywhere with nobody for real.
Hey, sister.
It's an attachment. Y'all been attaching and attaching. Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
I can be quiet. I can be quiet, actually.
It's all good, sister. Much love, you and the family. Big Chief, I see you out there, my brother. Fuck you, YouTube. Always love and respect.
Oh, yeah, salute. Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, the sister Salima, man, that was very well put. Like when we were speaking earlier, man, we had to try to understand that we speaking to other people than ourselves. We can't expect everybody to be up on what we at, what our mental. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's when you giving information and shit. Now, if we sitting here and we know we all on the same level of thinking, then we need to be talking about processing some things then. Because everybody on the same page, it ain't nothing else to teach. Or it ain't no more information to pull out. That's the whole point. We got to reach the people who amongst us who on the other side of things.
Like I always say, Key, I'm not really worrying about the older generation. I'm worrying about the young, getting this message.
About the younger generation.
You know,
That's
a lot
right.
of our people, you know, they're still believing in this system. You know, what I
But the
mean,
younger
we can
generation
find a
is
way to get them out of this system, and they don't have to, you know, legally. Why not? You know, people get in their
but them
feelings.
the
You know, what I
ones they
mean, it's
teaching
all
though.
good.
They teaching
It's
the
about
younger
freeing the
generation.
younger generation. You might don't have to accept this
Yeah,
shit in your lifetime, you know, but
right.
what are we doing for to make sure the younger generation don't have to be in the same position we in? And the only
That's
way we
right.
can do that is continue fucking fighting, showing them
It
how
become an
to get out of
argument,
this,
man.
you know, legally. You know what I let me hold on. Let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna pass the mic to y'all, brother. What really gets me about our people is that we can get out of the system, right? It's a personal choice, but you got to take care of your fucking self. You can't depend on them for nothing. So they act like we don't have a choice. It's 2023. You can get yourself out of this system or your citizen status, and it ain't nothing the matter with that. So we need to stop this fairy tale. We can't get out of the system. Is they going to rule and dictate around us? Yes, but you can't get out of this fucking system. But y'all got
OG,
make sure
my
that
brother
is very
OG,
clear.
my brother OG, a lot of our people are afraid of that freedom. A lot of our people are afraid of that freedom because too much responsibility come with it. A lot of responsibility come with your complete freedom. That means you can't get nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people is afraid of that, brother. And that's why they, you know, backpedal when it comes to that freedom.
It's always something to do first before you do it. Oh, we gotta do this first, or we gotta do that first. No, we just gotta do it. Everybody ain't in the same place with everything. So we can't look down upon each other. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a source of connection when it comes to dealing with each other if we gonna build. Cause as long as we divide it, we gonna stay where we at, man.
A free mind and make you a free man or woke man. And then once you become free within the dome, then you can bring others unto your dome. Until you do that, you'll never be free. And great days. And I'm out, fellas. Good days.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but that's just the mental. You can free the body too. You don't have to be a physical slave. I understand exactly what you're saying, sister. You're on point. Much respect.
But you know, it's another
generation. Go ahead, enemies.
You can go another way with that too, with some of the behavior of our people. They make excuse after excuse for us to not, you know, for us to divorce the system and not be in a abusive relationship with this system. You know, you could be free. It's freedom and it's freedom too.
Ghost Rider, I see. Much love.
It's too free. It's a freedom too. Because if you look at some of these people who try to get us to participate, a lot of our people don't want to participate, and we won't participate. And we are called. They use, you know, the deceptive intelligence, trying to make what they, you know, their thing look like what they're doing look like it's correct, but they try to undermine what you're trying to do, knowing that most of us, everybody up here is probably, I know for a fact, probably 30 and over, right? I hope everybody's 30 and over up here. I gather.
35. Yeah.
35. See, in your 35 years, I know, I don't even know you personally, but I know you know enough to not participate in this system, and it's for a reason.
Facts. Fuck the system.
You know, exactly, because of what the system haven't done for our people. And I know emphatically that you don't even expect it from them. So that's why you're saying fuck the system.
Yep, I got the fuck the government podcast. Yep. Fuck the government.
And I share that sentiment. I share that sentiment. Fuck the system. But a lot of our people don't They're afraid of that. They're afraid of getting out of the system. They're afraid of freedom. Because when I'm gonna say it again, with freedom comes great responsibility. We have to do it ourselves and have to be collectively.
Hey brother, is that why you think they always feel a need to tie back into the system for some reason or another? You know, whether it's for, you know, some to put some type of stamp with the system, even just getting together saying we this or whatever. Like, I feel like, you know, ain't nothing gonna change until we start doing different shit. We gonna get the same results till we start doing different shit. That's how I feel. So regardless of whatever happened, you know, whether a president come, whether we change our name or whatever the fuck and all that, I feel like until we start actually doing different shit with our bodies and our minds, things ain't gonna change. We want different.
Do you know the definition of insanity, Brother Key? You know the definition of insanity, Brother Key. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. Why are we continuously doing that?
Facts.
It's time for a revolution. Extreme times call for extreme measures, man. Stokely Carmichael.
Exactly. And if we think that, and if we think that comes with sitting on your hands instead of using your hands, if you think we're gonna do that without getting our scrap on, then yap on. Keep talking, because it's not gonna happen. Because we're dealing with a people who, what the brother just said, desperate measures bring forth desperate actions. They are desperate. And they acted in desperation. And if you don't have a counter for the counter, you gotta have a counter for the counter.
It's called the spook who sat by the door.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And enemies, let me say this real quick. You know, we got a lot of these people, you know, they telling us Republican, like I said, they're being politically correct. That's all they trying to do. I'm not trying to be politically correct with this topic or this system. Non-participation.
The jackass or the elephant. I don't participate in neither party. As a matter of fact, we wasn't invited to the party anyway. Right. Those parties will use you. The Democratic Party used our people. We wasn't invited to the party. They use our people in see, it's like I always say, it's a matter of how and where you want to be stabbed. A Republican will tell you how they feel about you, and they'll stab you in your chest. A Democrat will act like they're your friend and stab you in your damn back. It's what they do. It's Republicrats, and anybody who try to distinguish the two parties, something is wrong with them.
Hey, brother Nasir, the system working the way it's supposed to be working. That's what these niggas can't get. They trying to figure out how they can change and manipulate the system when they bitch working the way that they intended that motherfucker to work from the beginning. Ain't no way to change the way they intend for they shit to work. You just got to quit fucking with it.
Exactly, brother.
Exactly. Burn the White House down.
It's not
blow up the Pentagon.
It's not broken. It's working according to how it was designed. It's not rigged either. It's working how it was designed against us.
Yep. Read The Secret Covenant by that John D. Rockefeller. This motherfucker had this shit designed a long time ago.
And I want to make a little example, because it's sad to say. This is what I'm about to say. It's sad to say, but this is the only time I've experienced unification is when I was locked up in county jail. Now, listen to me here. And the only reason why we banded together, because our backs were against the wall. So now when we come on the outside, got brothers running around here thinking that they free because they don't think that their back is against the wall. And how do we get brothers to get their back against the wall with what exactly what we're talking about here? I don't think me personally, right? This is just my opinion, right? I don't think. I mean, a lot of y'all will disagree, right, with this, and I don't mind, right? I don't think violence will be the answer here. I think you have to go the Michael Jackson way and outthink them, because I know that
Yes, sir.
brothers here, brothers on this panel, man, you're not savages, you're not brutes, you're not cannibals. You're
Exactly.
very intelligent. You're very intelligent, and you have wisdom. And so when we combine and use that, gentlemen, this is how we're going to win. When we use our minds, our wisdom, like someone said, to counter the counter, right? How we're going to outthink them. And if you do beat us on the thought that we had, okay, we got an answer for that too. Do you understand what I'm saying? You feel me?
But I asked you right now.
Hey, shout out my nigga Najee Skates in the building. Flat motherfucker.
I agree with
I'm blasting the government to take my land back. I'm sorry. This is for my ancestors. I gotta take this land back, nigga. My ancestors screaming revenge
Man,
and wrath.
keep going with that music, brother.
I'm a hurricane.
Brother T. Wriggles, I agree with you. You know, we
What's
all
good? My nigga Smoke over there.
I still agree, though.
It must be barbecue. What's good, Smoke? Nothing didn't spark you yet. That nigga waiting for something to spark him. Go ahead, Smoke.
No, y'all just not starting to cook, bro. Go ahead, cause one dude just said violence ain't the answer. I'm kind of in opposition to that, but you know, I think
you know me, I'm blasting.
Yeah, I would say the violence will still have to be utilized, but just strategically. You know what I'm saying? Because
y'all need a military. We need a military.
It ain't like a bunch of foreigners came over here with paperwork and niggas went to moving just cause some words was on a piece of paper, bro. I'm talking about you got to be realistic with what we know, what we can see in our reality, bro. But go ahead, y'all working on something, man. Go, y'all cooking.
Man, we were hit by military.
Shout out to Jesus freaking Christ. I see.
I agree. I agree that
Warfare say we still can't agree.
I agree that I wouldn't be the aggressor. I agree with that. But if I feel like a fight gonna start, it's gonna be a fight. I'm starting it.
A rising aboriginal.
It's just on to it. I feel like it's gonna be a fight. I'm starting it.
For real. For the ancestors, nigga.
And
for the Trail of Tears, nigga.
And I agree with T. Wriggles.
Shout out my nigga K. Goldman.
We are intelligent, and we should have a strategic plan in the event that we are attacked. All I can promise you that I won't start it, but if you start it, trust me, you're gonna be living, if I let you live, with regrets. And that's gonna be totally up to me once you start it.
Can I say one thing, brothers?
This is what we gotta utilize a little. We gotta utilize a little common sense as well, right? Because I think we're waiting for this Hollywood moment where a war has been initiated. No, it's already started, but it's called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, bro. Right, the war. No. I mean, yeah. If you wanna play it by the numbers, let's do the statistics, right? And we can see who leads the death rate in most areas. I would say all areas of human activities. And once you understand that it's you and your people that lead this particular statistics in all these areas, then you understand that the war has already begun. Matter of fact, the war been, I would say 1492 or even before then, bro. But go ahead. Y'all working, y'all cooking. I'm going to sprinkle a little season on it every now and then. Let's just see if we can make something out of this shit. I don't like nothing playing,
brother. Stick to the season.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I believe we just off, man. We off topic. We off on everything because we don't have no agreement. It's always been like that ever since the treaty. There's never been agreement with all of us because we have not all been together at one. Now I didn't connect the dots to what's really affecting us, and I see a lot of brothers talking Dungeon and Dragon, all other kind of shit. But what really affects us, as we continue being off like that, then we're not going to be able to get a chance to start, and they loving it.
Wow, much love, brother. Appreciate you.
They hope this where we at right now going to last for 400 years. That's coming. That we stay in this dupe that we in because we cannot agree on shit. I didn't agree on no fucking treaty. My ancestors, my great grandfather didn't agree on no fucking treaty, but we had people that did agree on the treaty. So now here we are. We all together and we all mixed up. We don't know what family member signed that treaty because I may have family members, even though I just said that, I checked my record. My grandfather, Blackfoot.
Much love to Blue. I see you, Blue. Much love to you and the family, brother.
I don't see nowhere where Black Chief or Blackfeet ever signed a treaty. So I don't know. I know that I grew up, doing a certain thing the way how I live my life, and I don't live, I used to fear, but now I didn't research that word fear. I didn't walk that life, dealt with in the streets of LA. I've been in here all my life, California. I've been in the prisons and back. And I know what it feels like to go up in that courtroom by yourself when you ain't got nobody up in there on your side, and it's you versus the motherfucking United States. And you just there and you just like know that this shit ain't right, but it's taking place. It's your life. But then something in your heart telling you to stand up. That's me. Always from day one, it's always had something in me told me to kick back, like push. Don't let them get away with nothing. But look, at the end of the day, if we don't agree on this one thing, make
sure everybody sub up to
before we leave this panel,
that's how
we don't agree on this one thing before we leave this panel, then we still got a lot of work to do. And the one thing that we need to be agreeing on, that there's an identity crisis. Do we all agree?
Oh yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yes,
agree.
I agree.
Agree.
And also, my sentiment is also that a lot of us think that when we speak about war, a lot of us go to the violence, but it's been a war since the inception on all fronts. If you could think of it, it's a war against us in that realm.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of us got to look at a lot of history, right, to see how these people do business and how they did what they did to get in the positions that they in, right? Once you know how they move, because they're doing the same thing over and over, and our people are doing the same thing. That's human nature. If something works, it keeps working, you're not going to change it, right? And then we got to stop understanding. You got some of our people saying, I just want land, this and that. You got some of us who got land, right? So we got to know we doing this for the youth. We doing it for our identities. We doing it for our people, our culture. We're doing it for our community. We got to understand that it's not an individual thing, because if that's the case, everybody can go do their own individual thing. Go be sovereign. Go do that. Go get some land.
Epic Studies. I see you out there.
You know what I'm saying? So we talking on a bigger level of we tired of seeing our people getting gunned down. We tired of seeing Aki coming in the community and buying all the bodegas.
As fuck voting.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if we can't stop going to these stores and these beauty salons and this and this and that, then what we doing? And if we can't do that and start buying them, because it's about business.
Real quick, brother. I want to talk about what we can do to stop the racism here in America, man. We've been talking about the political. What can we do to stop the racism here in America?
Revolution. Revolution.
I would say this: we got to know what type of Negroes they like.
I want everybody to tap into that.
Blam.
You can pass. Hold on. You won't get your chance. Hold on. Let the brother.
Oh no, that's my answer.
Yeah, we're gonna let everybody tap in.
This is how we got to look at it like this.
Hawkeye.
These people want a certain type of Negro. They like them athletes. They like the soft ones. They like the ones who's not. They don't like us, y'all.
Hey, shout out to sponsors.
All right. They want us. They want a particular indigenous Indian. They want a typical Aboriginal, right? They don't like people who. They want the people that's leaving and fleeing their country. They want the people who's going to conform into the system, conform into religion, whatever it is. They don't want free thinkers. So that right there, we're going to know that's part of shaking down the racism, because you already know what they want and what they dealing with, right? So once we know that, then we got to know how to combat that shit, right? But racism is always going to be there because it leads to pecking order. You're always going to have people that got more money in society than others, right? That's pecking order. We could go around the world right now. The Asians in China, they flipped on their government for flooding out 2-3 cities.
Here in America. Let's just keep it here in America.
No, you're right, okay. But right here in America, it's going to be hard for us now because they keep bringing in what? The people that they want. That's going to conform to their systems to be the slaves. I just want to say this last part. I want to say this last part. We got to start having a mindset like, yeah, y'all want to bring these people over here? Well, you know what? I'm going to use these niggas for my benefits. They're our slaves. Okay? They ain't better than us. They ran from shithole countries. We got to start changing our shit up, man. I'm a New Yorker. I don't play with these foreigners, man. And brothers in Jersey, up north, Philly, California, we ain't playing with them on that. You either get down with the get down or you're going to get laid down, nigga. And that's just what it is. Blank. We got to stop. We got to stop looking at this shit like, oh, bring them niggas over here. You going to be doing this shit I don't want to do. And matter of fact, if I want you to teach our youth or do some other shit, you going to do that too. Because y'all the slabs, nigga. Y'all the new slaves. We got to change our mindset a little bit. But yes, some are cool.
Teaching shit. I don't want them teaching mine nothing.
No. I'm not saying teaching to the point.
That's me personally. Yeah. You may be.
I'm saying
if they ain't fixing my motherfucking houses or whatever. That's
exactly
what they can do for me. They ain't teaching my kid. That's my responsibility.
Of course.
My question to everybody on the board: who's responsible for this so-called what we're looking at right now, this Black massacre? Who's responsible for this?
They were, but you got some of our people who saying racist.
Who is they?
The foreigners, the people who came here. That's who did it.
Are they in power right now?
I want to pass the mic.
Yeah, they're in power.
Deal with that.
They're in power right now. That's why the IRS headquarters is in England.
Mike,
they're in power right now.
Can you hear me, Hawkeye?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm passing it, brother. I'm passing it.
Let some other people tap in.
I just want to say this last part. Once you know how they dealing with things and we know how their circuit works, then we can attack it. A lot of people don't know the IRS is in England. It's not in Texas, is just the headquarters. That shit ain't over here, bro. Okay, so we got to know who we dealing with. This shit is deep, man. But these are the people who did the massacres. I don't want to keep always hearing y'all own this and this. Yeah, we know that. You're going to have traders and sellouts because they want a piece of a doggy biscuit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we know who did this shit, man. I'm going to land right there.
I have a question.
Who wants the mic next? Y'all got it.
Keep the mic.
Everybody can get it.
Can I take the mic?
Go ahead, my brother Keith. Welcome to the platform, man.
Man, hey, praise out.
Respect on the fan. Let that nigga K Gomez up. Go ahead, you got it.
Appreciate it. Praise out to all the goddesses and gods, man. Only prayers I'll ever send out is to my Aboriginal people. Racism, stopping it. We talking about the like you a cracker, you a nigger, or like you a like that type of racism, or systemic racism, or all and above.
Systematic racism is the one, because everybody's prejudiced. So I don't look at, you know what I'm saying? But we got to look at it. You got to have power to be racist, right? So an Asian don't have
Chief 18 Weller.
An Asian or any other community don't have to hire us.
That's true.
Right?
Go on,
brother.
My bad, Hawkeye. I just want to find out.
That's why they got stay in cities. I'm sorry, brother. I'm smoking. My bad. I knew that.
Hey, man, I know.
Hey, man, I want the mic to go around. Just one person. Go ahead, brother.
I just wanted to get that out first. I mean, get straight with that. I think it's 3 ways we might be able to stop it. One, smoke signals way. Hey, since y'all gonna F us over anyway, we might as well go to, all out war because you're killing us anyway. You're killing us. 2, you figure a way how to get into their system, like brother, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of people said you got to learn the system. Like the guy that said, if you don't even know the statutes and stuff like that, you shouldn't even be voting, because why are you voting anyway? You're an American. Second of all, why are you voting for a president when they tell you flat in your face that the people don't elect the president, it's the electoral college? So what the hell are you voting for him for? If anything in voting, I'm gonna get back to racism. And the third way, I mean, in fact, I'm gonna leave it to 2. Or the third way is find a way to get in their pockets, or get them locked up. And we know we can't get them locked up. So the only other way that a criminal who is greedy for money and all this fake money and stuff or whatever, the only way you're gonna get at them is get at their pockets. Now, if it's one of these criminals who is just power hungry, you got to find a way to get his ass locked up. Other than that, ain't no way going to stop. It's going to continue. The system's set up that way. Now, they say it was our system and they took it over, so it can be changed back. But, we got to figure out how to do that. I land my plane.
I'm with the third part, right? We got to know when it comes to the first one you said, that's how a lot of organizations get infiltrated and they put brothers down. We got to know what we dealing with, right? So you definitely got to hit their pockets, because that's everything to them. That's why it's in God we trust on their money. So we got to start hitting their pockets, start calling and having our days off on our own. Yeah, nobody go to work. Nobody indigenous go to work today. And you pick a day like a Tuesday, a Monday, or Wednesday. How many of us is going to do that? Nobody go to the supermarket.
Man. Grand Rising. I got you, bro.
Nobody use their credit card today. You know what would happen if people don't use a credit card or a debit card in one day, man? Or everybody don't pay no mortgage on this month.
You hear me, brother?
And the people gonna be like, why y'all doing this? Because y'all treating us wrong. Until y'all get y'all shit right.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, go on, brother. Go on.
I want my brother K Gomez to tap in. I'm with you though. I'm with you. I just want to pass the mic.
What's good, OG? What's good? Much love to the chat, man. Much love, man.
Peace.
Salute, man. Salute to my brother, man. I don't think that by targeting the money we're going to hurt them, because at the end of the day, they got way too much money to sit on, though. You know what I mean? What we need to do is, like I said, like I've been saying, is everybody get a piece of land and everybody come together. See, a lot of brothers think that just because you're black or you got a color scheme, that's gonna unite you, and that's not gonna unite you, bro. At the end of the day, because there is a lot of brothers that are brainwashed and will not.
K Gomez, I'm with you,
yes,
brother.
Sir.
Let me share the mic with you. I got you, bro. I'm giving it right back to you. But I feel like we should hit them in the pockets, because that's the only thing they worship. You know what I mean? So make them pay for their fucking damages or crimes that they have done. And then after that, we can move the fuck on. I could buy my own land.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but
they need to pay for the crimes that they have done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, OG. They need to pay for that. That's for sure. That's for sure. They need to pay for that. But the thing is, if we don't have no land of our own, you know what I mean? It's easy for them to find us.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, you can continue. I just wanted to say that, man. You know, man,
I think
if someone do something wrong to me, I say they did something wrong to me. I'm trying to sue their ass, especially companies. I ain't care about the individuals really, but these companies, when they do you wrong, man, you gotta make them pay. All this American fucking thing, you know. But they have set it up where you can't sue them individually. You see what I'm saying? You have to do it as another corporation or a company. But
yeah, because we're a nation of people. You're right, OG. And that's what we got to understand. We got to look at our own. Yeah, that's why I said we over here talking voting, right? And we talking racism. We got to confront this shit to our politicians, our people, though. I don't care if they're not even. If you got color and you working with this system, they need to be getting interrogated right now. What's going on, man? What y'all doing over
there?
Yeah,
that's what history of massacres that happened. And in America, let me see. I can blow that shit up because, like I said, I had it lost it in my emails. I found it, so I'm gonna start bringing this up all the time. That go back, like I said, these are most of them is the 1900s, a few 1800s. This is all shit that happened in America, you know. But some of us want to say that we don't deserve reparations. I said, look at all of that shit they done did to us.
And that we definitely need.
Lawyers ain't working for us because we can pull out Tulsa, you know what I mean, and see that it's been crimes done here. These people still trying to cover it up. They still ain't trying to compensate them people. So we got to keep pushing.
Did I say one thing? Go on, OG.
Fuck your feelings. They have did crimes against humanity, crimes against all our families here in America. You know, like I said, if you ain't for that, then I understand.
This is the 2000. This is the modern. This is a modern world.
And we can look at all the crimes they have done to Americans, us here in America.
I just want to say this part to piggyback real quick, OG. What happens to a bully, y'all? What happens to a cat who talks a lot of shit when he gets checked? He gets put in his place.
He fall down.
He's cool with you now. And he fall down, and be like, yo, what up? When he see you, yeah, nigga, what up? But now you don't have to rock with me with that shit. I bust your shit, nigga. Easy. And that's what we got to get on with these people. And we got to do it economic level. It don't got to be just with violence, but we doing it with making statements. We ain't doing that. That's it.
Hold on. They doing it with violence. So how are you gonna fight that?
No, of course. I'm saying it comes down to you can't be violence. But that's not the main.
You can't be no Martin. You can't be no Martin Luther King. You know what I mean?
Oh well.
Can't be no Martin Luther King.
Well, we got to look at that. That whole civil rights movement was for people in college and for our people who wanted to rub elbows with these people, because those are who your politicians and who's in power are the parents of that
they
now.
They don't want us to come together, but we can come together and create our own fucking nation.
For sure. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, OG.
We can come together, and some people just don't want to deal with that because they want to be individuals. I'm for both, but we can come together and go after this corporation.
That exactly, OG. That's why I was saying that we need land first. You know what I mean? Because everybody that got land got some backing them up. Now, if we unite, like I said, by culture and by ideology, you know what I'm saying? When we get the land, we can go get them niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely go get them niggas because we got power by number of people and land. We got land in this motherfucker. You gotta respect us. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's why I said I'm gonna reiterate. That's why I brought up this old map of the United States and all the crimes they have done to us. But everybody else can get reparations, but we don't think we did it. So I'm gonna remind you of why we should be getting it. Just from that, let alone what's coming out in the public about that their pandemic, you know, their pokey wokey, how none of that shit. They're doing their agenda of depopulation. And if you still believe in this corporation, you're probably on your way of depopulating. Because that's their agenda. They're trying to kill off as many people. So I think they don't have to be responsible for their crimes. They're gonna have to attack. Y'all weak niggas, they don't believe it. But we getting tired.
I tell you like this. I tell you like this.
Shit change. But y'all got it.
I tell you like this. The one thing, right? Because I'm always thinking of solutions here. You know what I'm saying? And this map that you got up on here, right, tells the truth about everything. You feel me? And the truth is that, you know, the problem that we have is not going to give us our reparations at all. So what I'm thinking we need to do as a whole, not only just get together and build together, spend our money together, but to flood the whole world with nothing but truth. That's it. We're gonna switch the minds of everyone, because we're gonna douse you with nothing but truth. Now I can tell you like this, gentlemen. It don't matter your color or your creed or where you're from or what tribe. If you stand on truth, everyone could stand on that. And I'm gonna fall back because truth is gone from somewhere. I don't know where truth is gone, but
you guys
need to come back. You know what I'm saying? So we can all stand upon that.
But you guys don't even gotta go back to the 1800 or 1900. Me and OG was talking about this the other day. There was some motherfucking school in Canada, like I said, that they found bones of indigenous kids, bro, still in 2020.
Much love, Mommy Chula. I see you out there. Much love and respect to you and the family, Mommy Chula. Go ahead, brother.
This motherfuckers keep doing it. It's not like that shit stopped. They still doing this thing. They still sacrificing our kids. They still kidnapping them to kill them, and then they go ahead and bury them on their schools. You know what I'm saying? Throwing in the river like they ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I'm aware of we're gonna be crash dummies if we don't have nothing to fall back on, because the only thing that could save us for real is hot power in land. We got power in land. The motherfuckers cannot say nothing. Look, if we would have owned, let me tell you like this. Do you know who is the biggest real estate company, the biggest one in the motherfucking America right now? It's called McDonald's, nigga. Because McDonald's got a piece of land everywhere. If we can't,
not no more, brother. Though not no more. It's Chase.
You said what?
Chase Bank. It's Chase Bank now.
Let them
brother.
get it out.
Go on.
Hold on, no, but it's still right.
Nobody should be cutting nobody off, man. Let that man get his thing out, even if you think it changed. Hold your thoughts, man.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna give it right back to you though. It could be Chase, it could be McDonald's, whatever. If McDonald's is top 5 anyway. Do you think America fucking with McDonald's, bro? Man, McDonald's is above the law. Just because he got that much land, that much power. They everywhere. If we could be everywhere like that, bro, they will be so scared. I'm telling you, I'm gonna digress because I know there's a lot of people.
I feel like, look, they killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. I understand everybody's perspective and their solution, but y'all going to need a military. They got Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. We got Bloods, Crips, folks, Vice Lords, and a whole bunch of other self-made gangs, all in the same areas of where this massacre is. There is more numbers with us. All we got to do is protect y'all. You like those that want the peaceful solutions. Y'all just have a military to protect y'all what y'all do, because like you can have this land, but them bitches still flying those chemtrails over y'all head. That shit need to stop. Fluoride in our water, that shit need to stop. GMOs in our food, that shit need to stop. Motherfucking CDC giving us this Pokemon shit, that shit need to stop. We need to burn every power structure in this fucking country to the fucking ground. That's the truth that need to be spread around the world. We need to fight back.
Shout out my nigga Hurricane. Go ahead, brother.
And I digress.
I feel that 1,000%.
I'm with you, brother.
Hurricane. I'm with you on that. You feel me? You know what I mean? I hear you when you say that your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, they hot. Like, nigga, I've been hot. 20 years ago, I was hot. You know what I mean? And throughout like 20 years.
Let me say this.
So, go ahead.
Warfare K, we can stop them. if we come together. If enough people, we outnumber them. See, they've been playing these mental games with us. And I'm gonna give it right back to you, T. Regulars. My apologies, brother. We've
No
been thinking
problem,
we
OG.
the minority when we are the majority. You know, so they don't got enough fucking military, police officers, none of that shit to control us if we really acted like wild Indians or wild niggas. But as long as you know your brain is contained and you're comfortable, you'll never do anything. But we outnumber them, brother. So they can bring the Air Force, all that shit in. They're gonna need their bombs to kill all of us if we come to fuck together. But
Facts on that. Facts on that. And I tell you this much, gentlemen.
My bad, T-Regulars. I had to say
that. No problem. This is your platform, baby. You know what I'm saying? I advise that what we really do also need, man, we need our general back. I mean, some of you may not feel Rashad Jamal, but that's a person that, you know, is willing to put his life on the line for everyone, and he has that blue characteristic where he can band everyone together. Do you know what I'm saying? And so once
I need to stop you, my brother, because I don't support pedophile, bro.
Hey, say he didn't though. Say he didn't though.
Yeah, no, we can get qualities from him. You know, just like we can get qualities from what's his name?
Who we talking about right now?
He said Rashad. Just like we can get a little bit of information from
you and the family. Alexis, Kenzie, I see you. Much love to you and the family always. Go ahead, brother K. Go, man.
Yeah, just like we can get information from Satnetta, you know what I mean, and leave the other things in the table. I'm not saying not to get the information that he got or you know what I mean, the leadership or whatever. But man, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm really careful with the motherfuckers I put in the forefront, because there's a lot of motherfuckers right here in the partner right now that are not pedophiles, and they willing, they have that drive and that general, you know what I'm saying, material.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel
But go ahead,
because
brother. No, go ahead.
No, but K. Gomez, I don't know if he did or he didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's totally up for debate, and I feel you. We shouldn't have anyone leading us that's got that stain on them. You feel me? But I am with you 1,000% on this land. You know what I'm saying? We get the land, we build on it and do all the good stuff, and then we can get the power. But I really want to change the minds, you know what I'm saying, of every single person in the States. You know, I need to change your views. How am I going to change your views? You got to know the truth about everything.
Yeah.
And I think this is happening as we're having these discussions now. It's happening. You know what I mean? And as soon as someone gets to work, some real serious work, like myself, you know what I mean, we'll achieve this. I'll fall back.
For me, I think a lot of it is business. I think we got to get our business on. We got to start buying back shit in our community, whatever the case is. And we got to just start networking and building with like-minded of our people. But it starts with business. We don't be having enough business talk. It's business. Because you got some brothers who's into real estate, this and this and that. So it's time to start building on a level where people can make money, get into industries. If you're not getting into certain industries,
so you should be able to come up warfare.
We got to get into industries, you know what I'm saying? And that's a part of having an understanding of a warfare. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at other communities. They were in industries, right? Who's your lawyers? Who's your doctors? Who's this? Who's that? Who's a lot of the school teachers? It's a certain group of people. We don't got to say them people. We know who it is. Okay, then. So we got to begin in the industries ourselves, because that's where the real change is going to happen. And that's where you get the power. That's where you can make a difference. If we don't own shit or got a hand or a say in the industry and people are eating off of it, because now you can feed families. Now you can change ingredients of certain foods and certain things to make sure we're not poisoning ourselves, right? Then we can do some trade. So it comes to that understanding on that side. So that's where I'm at with it. I'll land.
And let me build with you, brother. It's something that OG said, you know what I'm saying, the other day, where he said that
Never mind.
Right. OG said that, hey, someone studied law. You know what I'm saying? And that really struck a chord. Now, when he said that, I said, man, that's right. Right. We need someone that loves the law. So now we pick that person and he goes studies the law. We need people that love the industry that they're in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? As long as we get that going also, because someone that loves something, it's not work to them. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'm with you on that. Yeah, and we got to start forming up our own archaeologists, our own people to dig into their histories and go to counties and get all the records and help families, because we got to bring some evidence to the
real
table.
Quick, 10,000 people can make a big deal. You can look at the $5 Indians. Even though they're working with the corporation, they still have to be looked at. So, like I said, some of us don't think we should come together, but it's nothing the matter with coming together and creating your own nation, creating your own government. It's nothing the matter with it. I got you, Mommy Chula. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's millions, and we ain't talking about all of the world. We're talking about here in America, what we need to do. I ain't talking about the world, Mommy Chula. I'm talking about here in America. And it would make a difference because you can protect yourself. Once you get out of this corporation or get away from this corporation, you know what I mean? It's up to you. But we can come together as people, as a nation, and create our own nation.
See, my sentiment don't lie in some back to the drawing board ass shit. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but intellect is one thing. You know what I'm saying?
We know it ain't gonna never change, but
Oh, I'm not saying we have to agree on this. I know that.
Real growth.
Please refrain.
Much love to you, Mommy Chula. It's all good.
Please refrain from being triggered, bro. Just refrain from being triggered and just have a dialogue, my nigga. I'm not challenging your God. You feel me? I'm not challenging nobody's God up here, bro. We having a conversation, my nigga. And we trying to determine what's the best next step forward for some damn progress, right? Without having to utilize these age-old ass sentiments, bro. Now, we have a history. We can't forget that we have a history. We are the most innovative and industrious people like ever, bro. So don't say we need to look into industry. Nigga, we are industry. The problem is we got to deal with what things that are interference and hindering progress. And we got to look at all of those. We got to look at all of those elements. Some of them ugly as a motherfucker. And niggas don't want to look at them. Niggas want to sweep those under the rug. But you can't clean house sweeping shit under the rug, my nigga. Everything that's worthwhile need to be set to a side, and everything that's useless need to be thrown the fuck away. Like somebody calling me, I'm relinquish the flow.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what I've been saying from the beginning. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna back down from what I believe what's gonna help my peoples. When I mean my peoples, I'm talking about the indigenous, Aboriginal. I go by Aboriginal American Indian, not tax. That's my new 2024. That's my identity. If you ask me who I am, but on the paperwork, they got me as Negro on my birth certificate. When I try to get a job, the only box they have for me to pick, far as is African American and black.
What
black
that package looking like? Nothing yet.
But
they got the other box. You pick other.
Excuse me, Smoke. Excuse me, brothers.
Definitely, my bad.
Yeah, it's just we looking at it. I keep looking at a lot of things, and I'm saying that we off topic. Again, we there with the right answer, but taking the wrong test, or we in the wrong place with the right answers. And we need to get to that right place. And the only way we're gonna get to that right place, first of all, we got to be 100% of knowing who we are without straddling the fence. And this got to be put out to everybody that's in the United States of America that's calling themselves citizens or foreigners or immigrants, whatever. These people, first of all, need to know who we are, and they need to know the truth about how our identity got changed and why so much fuckery been going on. Excuse my language. So much all this detrimental stuff that's been hurting us for so long. Why it happened and why it's not going to happen anymore. And I know what can help us right off top, and it would save a lot of us, is taxation. If we attack the taxation, illegal taxation, we ain't got to stop nothing. All we got to do is get identified and knowing that Indian not taxed is priority, and it's gonna put everything back into the beginning. Even though it was our own military that knocked us down, that made all this other stuff possible for them to get away with, which I'm talking about, and trying to figure out. And I look at the root cause. Who gave these people the green light? And you should know that, like I should know that. I'm not gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna share it with you. You can do your research, because I go by paperwork. I connected the dots. It was the 3 branches of power. The 3 branches of power. They put out executive orders targeting us. They put out the first law was identity law. And we keep jumping over ABC and going to XYZ. We cannot jump over the fact that we was hit with a massive a military attack. And all our businesses got knocked down. Even though we are somebody else now, claiming to be Negro, Black, African American, all that shit. We slaves and all that shit, slave narrative. And some of us woke up saying that we not. Still at the end of the day, it's still publicly as that, and it's still in our so-called history books in all the schools, and we still celebrate Juneteenth. People just celebrated Juneteenth, even though I didn't celebrate, but on in public, they got us as celebrating Juneteenth. Ain't nobody got up there, as far as none of our people has denounced that or debunked it, said that is not true. Why are we, celebrating Juneteenth and we are not slaves? That narrative never, that should never happen. Or this only thing happened was them changing our identity and hiding the fact that our own U.S. military bombed us and destroyed all our businesses. And we never got an apology nor reparation.
Hey, welcome Warfare to the panel. Go ahead, brother. When you finish, let Warfare tap in, man.
Okay. How can we?
I gotta ask him a question though, big dog, because I want to break this down in chronological order.
You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want him to break this down in chronological order, because if you saying identity crisis is the most pivotal thing that we deal with, and then you say, but first we got attacked by the military. Did we get attacked by the military before our identity got changed, or did our identity get changed and then we got attacked?
Identity got changed after we got attacked by the military.
Repeat that.
That's after 1865. That's why a lot of niggas died in 1865. That's when all the paperwork started changing. That's when the paper genocide actually.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. You don't got to give me the whole history. Look, you preaching to the choir now. I'm
talking to the people as well, Smoke. When I say I'm not just
they look, all the people.
Oh, go ahead.
Look, calm down, bro. Just calm down. I know you want to get the word out, right? But the word is gonna come out to all of us, because everybody got a piece. You feel me? Everybody got a piece to this puzzle, bro. So let everybody express what they're trying to express, and then we can get down to the bottom of this. At least let's just put all the damn pieces on the table. Then we can start assembling this motherfucking puzzle. You feel what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question, bro. Let's stay with this chronological order, right? Because if we got attacked under our real identities, right? We got to deal with the implications of that. That would mean that our real identities was not respected at the time we got attacked. So that would make by default identity not the most pivotal issue that we facing here. The most pivotal issue we facing here is that we got people willing to attack us no matter what identity we fall up under, which will require us to acquire some power. Just my humble opinion, but go ahead. The floor is now yours.
Well said, Smoke. I thank you for that. I want to dialogue with you. I don't want to lose no one else that's following us about this. This is very serious. This is detrimental. I want to bring some correction. Is that the fact that when I mentioned military, Yes, the military attacked us, and the reason why they attacked us is for land grab, all and for resources, and to destroy our communication line. So this. See, the military is just is a higher hand. You know what I'm saying? So the military is the ground is the foot soldiers who put in work. They put in work because of a proclamation that was put in. The proclamation, which is this month, on August 11, I'm giving you our story. On August 11, 1864, John Evans put in a proclamation for the second time. He put in the first proclamation in I think July. It got shot down. The second proclamation he put in August, it got approved by the three branches of power, which is the Congress, everybody that's working in there with lifetime positions. And it all stems from the Indian Removal Act of 1830. This is an ongoing war that's been happening since the early 1800s. It just got real. The evidence just fell within on the paperwork, which is the proclamation. I don't see no other paperwork showing that they had ordered a military to attack us. The only evidence I have right now, and it's crazy that we in August right now. A lot of things against us happened in August, but the main thing that affected us was the military dropping bombs on us, destroying our homes, our culture, really our culture and our communication, because they want to make sure that we'll never tell this story. So now our identity has been switched to color, to Negro. And, and they figured out, oh, that's too close to Indian. So they gave us Black and African-American and gave us the slave narrative. And now we supposed to have no memory of that. That's why it's strange to you when I talk about this military. Everybody keeps shooting over it like, oh, that's nothing, but at the end of the day, it is something. It affected us real. It real affected us, and it still continues affecting because we never got an apology. We can't grow nothing. We can't build on nothing. We can't do anything because we at war. We are POWs. And till we get an apology from our three branches of power who's running this United States, it ain't no spook in the air. It ain't no power to be. It's the motherfucking three branches of power, and it goes by the legislature, the executive, and the judicial. And these are all the entities that we deal with on a daily basis. That's cutting checks. That's taxing us. That's putting us in prison. All that, and taking our children away. It's all these things that's happening to us up under this. So all I'm saying is that once we correct our identity publicly, everything else gonna fall in place.
That's what. So yeah, I agree with most of that. I got you, Negro. You definitely on point with that. You know what I'm saying? Warcade, you gonna jump in, Warcade? Because I know we was waiting for you to.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Salute to everybody on the panel. Warriors in the building, man. Yeah, we in there. Now, just to build on what's currently being said, I ain't gonna go backwards. I'm pretty sure we'll probably circle back to some of those points. But the paperwork, man. I always say this, you feel me? No matter what your ideology or, the strategy for the problem that you were looking to create a solution out of, I always say, who's around you benefiting from this information? You feel me? If what you're saying is right, no matter who was saying it, or because there's been a lot of things that was thrown in the air, but who's with you on this? Because we not looking for individual solutions, I'm assuming, in these large gatherings that we continue to do. So I assume we are thinking from a group economics perspective, and we look for common solutions based on common problems. So if there is a solution, or if there's a problem that's being pointed out, I assume the brother or the sister that's speaking about it has a solution in mind. And if you're talking, if you're talking about something that you've already done, then the simplest thing to do at this point in the forum is show and prove what your skill is. Hey, I do this. This is how I do it. This is how you know I'm proficient. Here was the process that led me to my success, and you can do it too. The conversation becomes, wild general, and we kind of lose one another because I mean, if it ain't if I can't see myself doing what you're doing, or if I don't have a good understanding of the process, or even what is the benefit of doing all of this, like how do we know any of these options will be beneficial to us if we don't have any examples or any previous results to draw inspiration from? So I'm just saying, put the money on the wood, man. If what you're talking about works, then prove it, show how, so we can take that same solution and other people can use it as well. And I let it go right there.
That's what's up.
I
I speak from the revolutionary perspective. I just try to get people to get over their fear. It's like once they get over that hump of blasting at the government, everything else will fall into place.
Nah, I agree with warfare. We can't think we gotta people gotta show and prove if it's working, because you can't sit us down a dead end street and then we all be it's some shit like, oh, this shit ain't where it's at.
I mean, let me ask y'all, brothers.
That's why I said business does work, because I have businesses. I know people who got businesses, and we all know business is part of success, because that's going to bring capital, and now we could do other things. But if we ain't talking about, and that's forming economics for your community and your people. Right now, how many people can give jobs to some of these cats out here that need jobs? That's how we gonna get the dope boys off the streets and cats wilding out the young generation, or teach them a trade. All right, so we gotta start being realistic with this. Go on, Gomez.
Let me ask your brothers this, bro. How did the J people obtain that much money and wealth, bro? Did they went to war? Did they have to struggle? Did they even had to have a civil war for them to have that much lucrative economic gain?
What they did was they didn't. They created bank systems. They invested in wars.
But listen, before the bank, they were already rich, bro. This is what I want you to understand.
I don't believe that.
12. Listen to this. 1213. England. You know why England gave the J people access to England, to the England kingdom? Because hold on. Let me get this out real quick. They gave them citizenship because they know that they were lucrative and they have economical power, bro. They been having.
Nah, bro, you wrong.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We gotta get on point of perspective. We giving these people too much credit. They didn't have those resources, so how would they have power? Okay, we gotta understand. They formed and manipulate everything into their favor. Okay? So even a point where they telling us what minerals and resources
been telling us. And hold on. Let me get this out. Let me get this out real quick.
Definitely go ahead.
Let me get the only thing that the ancestors been telling us since the beginning is what? For how much the Indians sell Manhattan? $25. They sell Manhattan for $25 because they didn't see no gain. They didn't understand money. They didn't understand a contract.
That's not a real
but
story,
they understood. Hold on.
Regurgitating some shit,
that's
man.
not a real story, brother. You really think
hold on.
Stop regurgitating.
Yeah, that's not real.
Hold on. Let me finish. And then
don't do that. Man.
Let me finish. Let me finish, and then y'all can go. Either if it's true or not, they took the land, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's speak how they took the land.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish though. They took the land. They didn't. They didn't took the land.
Nah, they just
tell me they didn't took the land, nigga. Tell me they didn't took the land.
They just built on it.
Okay, then. So they took the fucking land. That's the whole point.
They added it on.
The whole point about it is they took the fucking land, bro. If they took the fucking land, we understood the power of the land. The power that.
Not the way you said.
But it's all cool, but they still took it. Did they took it? Yes or no? Okay, let's move on then. They took it, right? They understood. The Indians understood the power of having the power of the land and how to connect with the land, because they understood that they could be themselves and they could in the environment create.
Like you're talking from a native point of view.
Bro, oh my God, bro.
Like
Go ahead, bro.
Stop you right there, bro. That's not us. Who are you talking about? Let's be specific on that. Who are you talking about? We saying they took the land from who?
Bro, do you have any land right now?
Yeah, I do.
Do you purchase the fucking land? Exactly, nigga. Exactly.
Hold on, can I go, man?
You didn't inherit that fucking land, bro.
Hold on. No, first of all, Gomez.
Yeah, I'm here.
bro.
Like, mic check.
Gomez, I want to say this. My family had a tobacco farm. We had to repurchase our own land.
Exactly.
Okay, then. They didn't pay us. It's been in my family for hundreds of years.
Mic check. Y'all hear me?
Bro,
We hear you,
the
big
point
mom.
is, yeah, I can hear you, OG. OG, I can hear you. Hold on, OG. Hold on. OG, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Thank you, man.
Exactly. No, but the point is, you had to repurchase the land, bro. When we had the land,
because they created a corporation. We know that. We passed that.
Exactly. So if you know that, why the fuck? Why is it an argument? Why is it an argument that even if it's a regurgitated motherfucking history or not, why is it a fucking? It's still you. Do you have the land? Do you have the land?
Man,
you have to repurchase it, right?
Hey, who are you?
Did you have to listen? Did you have to purchase? Did you have to purchase the land, bro? Yes or no?
Gomez, how they did Puerto Rico?
They did the same thing, motherfucker. We gotta purchase the land back.
No, but not really, because a lot of y'all gave up y'all shit. Y'all wanted to be a part of America. Some didn't. Some don't.
How the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know if we gave up our shit? You was there?
Man, you sound.
Come on, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all motherfuckers.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you up on this panel. You one of the ones that we really need to talk to, because all this disrespect and arrogance coming from you immigrants.
Yeah, shine a light. Shine a light.
Put some checking on.
Go ahead.
On this.
I'm not scared. Shine that.
I'm glad you're here. That's weak, man. Don't do that, man. Don't turn this into a race. We supposed to be the cream of the crop over here.
Fuck that, man. He's the reason. He's one of the reasons why we at where we at.
Y'all out, man. Mic check. I'm taking the mic. Mic check. Can't be respectful, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna kick y'all out, man.
No, OG, I wanted him to talk. You know why? Because this is how we get the things out of the way, bro. Because the motherfuckers got to understand the bigger picture, whether it's a made up story or not. The point is, we don't got the land, bro. We had to repurchase the land. That was the whole point. And now I lost my point because I lost my point because I was arguing with him now. Because I didn't even know where the fuck I'm going now with the point.
You gotta look at it. What I want to say is the whole world had to do that, right? The whole world had to do that because corporations.
No.
Government. What are you talking about?
No.
Right now in the Caribbean,
the J people had to say. Hold on, the J people had to sell the land. That's what you're saying.
They never had no land, brother. That's why they got.
Hold on. So where they at right now?
They had to create a country. Why you think they went to in Europe? They're like gypsies, brother. They had to get a land.
Hold on.
Got it after World War II. Right?
So hold on, no. This go way back World War II. We ain't even talking about World War II. I'm talking about 12. I'm talking about 12, 13. You know what 12, 13 is?
It was blacks in Europe in 12, 13. I know where it was.
And who was in power, bro? Henry III. Henry III was in power, bro. Okay, there was 200 countries accepting the J people from the land that they were coming from because they had lucrative and ways to help.
You think it was 200 countries in 12, 13, brother? Yup, yeah, there.
Bill.
I can hear you. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
you can't hear me?
Yeah, I'm letting y'all talk, man.
Yeah, you stopped one out for me. You think it was 200 countries like that in 12, 13? Hey, you're up 200 countries in that part of the world? Okay then, brother. That's what I'm trying to say. They're gonna add on to their story. We got to go by what we know and what we see. And these wars is what they funded, getting people to go. What they did was created the banking system. They got into the stock market. Yeah, we can hear you. And that's how they really got control. Who you think told them to make a fiat currency? They're like, why put anything behind
No,
it?
but
We don't have to. We can
this
just
is
go to
what I'm
war. No.
this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Money wasn't the same back in the day.
Yeah, so they didn't have
A
that
lot of
power. We talk about now.
You ain't gonna please
okay, no,
everybody.
they had
So
the
I ain't trying to
Yeah.
they
please
had the
everybody.
power.
Some people gonna come in to be difficult.
But I know I want to hear warfare because that brother was making some points, and I know he was saying it.
All
And the matter,
good.
I want to hear Negro. I want to hear Negro because I understand where Negro is going at. So I'm trying to say, Gomez, you gotta look at it. Our history is different than other people's history, and I'm breaking down history of what I
Bro,
know.
it's not. So you guys had the land. That's what I'm saying. We don't have the land. We had to purchase it back. So when you go ahead, bro, I'm gonna let warfare go, bro. This
Yeah,
is gonna take forever.
appreciate the mic, man. I ain't gonna take too long, man. My question would be, what do we do with these various random historical perspectives? Niggas took a L. We already know that. Why do we feel the need to go back into the history so deep and argue over these minute points about things that really don't matter when we supposed to be here talking about what we can add to the culture and what part of the solution we're gonna be? So once again, who's gonna do what?
Shout out to Lady K. Go ahead, brother.
Appreciate it. Who's gonna do what? What is it that you do? You specifically, every one of us who talking, your proposed solution. What does that entail? What is your role in it? And what do you need help with? This the way I see the game. Well, I don't know. All of that history don't mean nothing today, man. And I'll let it go right there.
True.
The big game.
Facts, I feel you. Go around this country and start rounding up traditional people that believe in the revolution against the government, and we all come together on the military front to protect y'all that want to have land, and for y'all that want to have businesses, we'll be y'all protection. For real.
Object.
And hold on, everybody. Hold on. I put
There's
it back up.
revolutionaries around, like
Hold
it
on,
just
Hurricane.
just gotta find them.
I got you, Hurricane. You see the board, my brother, warfare. You see what I got up?
Yes, sir.
So you basically, you're right. That don't mean shit, but it's also a reminder of what happened to us.
No, you're right in
Why
exactly.
we're divided now. But that's
You're
why
right.
I brought up this.
Can I add on to what I
wanted to
just
bring
said?
up
Because I want to
the
make
reason
something
I
clear
brought
about
it
what I
up.
just
So
said.
go ahead, you got it, man. You can go back and forth.
All right, appreciate it. So let me say this, right? When it comes to historical perspectives, you know what I'm saying? I did a build on this talking about the abuse of history, how, niggas using history wrong. I don't come and tell people that. You shouldn't be dealing with history, but you're supposed to be using it for your benefit. You're not using it to prop yourself up in front of people and split facts and win arguments. You're supposed to be using it as a teaching tool to take lessons and inspiration from those people in the past so that you can use that for today. So there's a way to use history, and a lot of people don't do it wrong, don't do it right. No slight at you. I understand what's going on. You feel me? But
OG, and another thing, and that's you said some vital point shit, because that's what I was going with it. Whether it was a wrong teaching of history or not, I was going to the point, which it was we don't have the land and we have to purchase it back. You feel me? Like I was going back to that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, we're not saying that they you can't take you like. Remember, you were saying about Puerto Rico, or with the natives, indigenous Tainos told them when they came. They said, "Yo, you can't own something that's not yours." So they don't own this either. They don't own this planet. That's why they're just adding on and building it, right?
True.
Okay, all I was correcting him on is the fact that he was about to tell a bold-faced lie, saying that we was over here selling our land for $25.
Bro? But was that teach on history class? Yes or no?
Why you cutting me off? Why you cutting me off, man? Damn. You got time? Can you write it on paper if you gonna forget what you gonna say to me? But let me talk.
Go ahead, bro.
I think y'all both cut warfare off.
Nah, it's all good,
man. Answer
man.
your question, brother.
Go ahead, man. I'm done. I fall back.
Nah, man, shit. And let's get back to what you was talking about earlier. Let's stay right here, man. This process that you're talking about. You feel me? Have you gotten some? Have me and you talked about this already? I'm probably going. If we did, I'm probably going to ask you the same exact thing. You feel me? What was the end goal? What was the remedy or solution that you got out of it? And are you able to duplicate the process or show us how it worked for you?
Is that on me or who you talking?
No, that's for my man. That was just talking Negro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Flag on the play. We can't I guess it's been going through one ear and out the other. Y'all not hearing me clearly. There's nothing we can do without us getting, as we come to the knowledge of knowing who we are and going to the three branches of power, making them say this publicly like they did to Japan, like they did the Japanese that's over here when the U.S. dropped bombs on them on Pearl Harbor. When Pearl Harbor got bombs dropped on and we retaliated, whatever, an apology was issued to the Japanese people and reparation was given for the military dropping bombs. All I'm saying, we have to go the same route. And the reason why we're not going the same route because we can't agree on nothing. It's something we got some COINTELPRO going on that's keeping us from focusing on the main thing that's very important so we can get that apology. Same way they've been talking about reparation. That reparation talk, what we talked about, that's attached to slavery. You can't get no reparation off of slavery because we never was slaves. We are POW. We are prisoners of war because they are here to replace us, to trade with us, and to take our land. They trading places with us.
I see you out there. Much love to you and the family always.
I just keep getting the interference, man, because I know this is very pertinent to us. You know what we really need to do. The only solution here is to get back into our first identity, which is on paper, and that's Indian. Indian not taxed. We know. And we need to net. No, we don't know, but people need to know publicly that our identity was changed from Indian to colored to Negro, mulatto to the last one is Black African American, but it don't have it didn't get legalized. It didn't get recognized like Negro and colored did. Black never got recognized and legally protected, or African American. Those two identities never got that recognition or that political military backing. That's why brothers out here getting
real quick. Shout out to Black Y Indian. He said, if you scared, go to fucking church.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
shout out to my brother.
Right.
Black
you're right, but there's a lot of fear mongering.
I wanted to say that because we got a bunch of scared motherfuckers. Shout out my nigga.
Oh God.
No, we got a lot of brothers using their wild imagination before we even get started, and they not listening to or even connecting the dots to the paperwork that got us in here in the first place. If we don't check this shit at the very beginning, the root cause of it, you're doomed most likely to repeat it again or stay in the same slump. Or
I got a question, bro. I got a question, brother. So you think they were allowed to? You just said we prisoners of war, so that means we still at war. So why would they admit to anything if we still at war? Right now, do you think this government, this corporation will allow another one with just our people on it?
They've been admitting to it. The people don't want to wake up. The Pope just recently said a couple months ago that how they came in here and wiped out these countries, but we still want to debate it instead of putting it in action.
It went over right here, just like when Martin Luther King told us.
Come on now.
Martin Luther King told us back then in the 1960s about what they did, before even though he did all this shit before he told us before he got up out of here that he led us to a burning house.
It's $1 billion corporation.
Yeah,
I see. I agree.
So hold on.
Them because niggas scared. They still want to believe.
I disagree.
So hold on. If he accepted that he led us to a burning house, why the fuck would we have to go and read on these papers, bro?
They admitted the crimes they did in the United States, man. Motherfuckers waiting for a president.
So why are we reading? Oh, yeah.
I got you, brother. Motherfuckers waiting for a president to come out and say it. None of them gonna ever say it because they working for the corporation and they still trying to imprison your mind, body, and fucking soul.
That's because we don't have no communication line publicly, like Fox News and powerful media outlets that can tell our story or check these boulets or these celebrities who call us by these misnomers and allow us, to be confused out here and separated, divided.
If it ain't common, you must be hold on, brother. You must be the one that's not using common sense, because why are you here and you don't agree? You're not using common sense. We all using common sense because we coming together and talking. But you're the one that ain't using common sense. Why are you here? Is my question. Yeah, everybody modded.
Because it's like he's saying that Martin Luther King led us to a burning house. So why the fuck do I have to read their fucking paperwork again, bro.
My thing is, we see where this corporation
like
is leading
COINTELPRO.
us to. So
You sound like
why
an
do
agent,
you?
man.
Nah,
If
it
you
ain't
think-
about
hold on,
COINTELPRO. They like,
if you think they ain't gonna keep implementing their laws and their policies and their jabs on you, that's on you. You're probably jabbed up already, waiting for the next one to come. So you don't think we can do shit because you already done gave your life to the medical foundation. You are an experiment right now. So of course a lot of them ain't gonna say y'all can't do nothing. But it's all good. Y'all got it. A lot of y'all ain't using. If the shoe don't fit, please don't wear it. Because I got respect for all of y'all, but a lot of us ain't using common sense. But y'all got it.
It's fact that when I learned law, since I've been a lawyer, I pay attention to everything. I don't leave no rock unturned. That's why I'm looking at it from a totally different perspective. When just like when you first get arrested.
My mother taught me a long time ago, if I don't got nothing positive to say, shut the fuck up. And that's what I do. If I don't have nothing positive to say, I shut the fuck up. Y'all got it.
Yeah, from the beginning.
And shout out to Woke. I see you out there. Much love to everybody, man.
With all due respect, it's about a check, you know what I'm saying, addressing the main thing that got us in the situation. And once we understand that, then we able to proceed. And one thing that we know is that the identity that one person over here is black, the other person African American, the other person Negro, the other one is Indian, Native American, all these different identities, and they're not as one race. So basically, where's the protection at? So I'm like, where's the solution to this? Why, how can we get a solution to this? So I've been really thinking. I'm like, okay, they've been assassinating our character on public platforms for over 100 years. Hollywood. I'm the one putting that energy out there to go after Hollywood. I'm the one just like, looking at what is hurting us, paperwork wise.
Much love, Real Vibe. I see you. Much love to everybody in the chat, man.
And what's hurting us vocally. And that's these celebrities, that's these people that's calling us black, calling us African American, and they not being clear to why they calling us black and African American. Because I know my grandmother wasn't referred as no black and African American, and my great grandmother wasn't referred as no black or African American. But my so-called leaders is calling us black African American, and we getting treated out here without no protection. And I'm like, when I was up in those courtrooms, that's when it all makes sense that I don't even exist. So I can't go no further than that. If I don't agree with me on that, that's just what it is.
No, I agree with you on that, brother.
Yeah, we agree. I agree with you that we don't exist, brother. But this my question: if we don't exist, bro, why do we have to?
I don't agree on that part, but I agree on the part where he says when you go to the court up to that, they know you exist, but that's why they gave you a straw man, right? So that's
no,
I
don't think we assist, brother. But you know what I mean. That's
no protection.
No, what I'm saying is, of course, you asking for protection from the people who violate you.
See, there you go.
Foreigners have a corporation that's going to protect them. They violate their people too, but they're saying
that protects me too, that I didn't know about, and that's Indian, not tax.
Okay, we know that. That part, I'm with you on that, brother. That's the part.
Everybody don't know that. I can assume because I know where we at right now. We at ground zero. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, how they treating us publicly and behind closed door is a whole different thing. And we drown it if we, it's detrimental. So I don't come to these spaces. Look, I don't come to these spaces and talk about my people. Then I go private. I say, oh yeah, well, you got to do that private. No, when I'm talking about the solution and when I'm speaking about all levels.
Hey, can I say?
I'm seeing the contradiction in how we talk. I mean, how certain people speak about the people, but then they go private. Oh man, this need to be private. No, but how they did us.
Brother Skates. Chris, I see you. Much love. Dre Cobb, I see you.
Certain things to see. That's another thing. People got to start getting servers.
Can I say? Can I give a little solution? Just a little
Yeah, let my
solution.
brother Keith Lamont get the mic, please.
Definitely, brother. Peace,
We're gonna
Keith.
pass it around, everybody, because I ain't staying live much longer. I appreciate everybody here, man.
I
Make sure
believe
everybody sub up to everybody. Go ahead, Keith Lamont.
I believe with some of the paperwork, because I know Negro is very adamant on how they listing us as Black American and they just Black and African American and all this stuff. Now you got to also remember, we know most of our people don't know that they are Aboriginal or Indian or they or whatever. They're putting themselves down as this stuff. But a little solution is when you don't see what's right there, like when they say for your choices, African American, Black, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. Y'all do know you can draw your own box and put American Aborigine, Indian. You can just put that in there. Like
that's what I said.
It's not a force field over the paper. On any government form, you can do that except for the ones that say OMB. And if they say OMB, like the WABEN does, you can even make your own version of it. Make a copy on a piece of paper, and now it's your WABEN in lieu of WABEN. These are simple solutions.
That's what I'm saying. Because go on, brother, go on, Keith. Because you on point. Because when it comes down to it, nobody's forcing you to put African American.
I mean,
right?
and
All of that is Hollywood talk. Like we said, it's Hollywood talk. So nobody knows who you are. There are people out here that knows who they are, and they're not putting African American.
So why would that trigger if I put that in a paper? Why would that trigger?
It ain't going to trigger nothing. It's going to trigger you putting down what is true. A man puts down what is true. Are you
Hold on, brother, because on my eyes, for every action, there's an opposite or equal reaction, right? So there gotta be something that I can get from that.
It is. You're telling you're telling them I'm an Aboriginal American Taino. So there you're telling them your status. That's enough. You're telling them finally, because they're presuming or assuming you're a U.S. goddamn citizen. They're presuming.
And then you gotta know. Go on, brother. And then you gotta know what you're applying for.
Yeah, that's
what you putting your name down for. What's the situation? Are you getting a loan? Is it to get a mortgage? What's the situation?
It's
a different situation. Everything, we gotta stop with this whole. I'm dealing with the judge. And nah. That's a different situation. Right? We talking about situations on the norm, and this brother right, Keith is right, because nobody could tell you who you are. They have categories, right? Like people say, like Latino, those are all monikers.
Hey,
it's
shout out my brother certified.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even on like contracts with banks and stuff like that. I know people who take the time out. And when they say, I don't want to sign a contract, I want a paper copy, I want to look it over and send it back in. And then they change the wording in it. I, a man who at times acts as the bank, whatever you would call yourself when you got the account. You can change that up, send it back in the mail. All they're going to do is take it. They ain't even going to look at it. Now it's accepted. Because they're going to put it right in their file, because they're going to be thinking the little schemes they doing, because we know these banks do all kinds of schemes, and when the next time you look, it's already in their system. They can't change it. So if they do something stupid to you, now you drag their ass in the court, and now even in front of a legal judge, because you know how I feel. I told you I deal with the law, the real law. Even in a legal setting, if you show the judge, hey, judge, I sent them this contract back in, look at it. And it says that stuff, the judge can't go against you. Be like, yo,
hey, brother Keith, real quick. I want my brother Warfare, you don't have to type it in the chat. All you have to do is get my attention, and you can have the mic, man. You can say this. What you typed in the job. You got the mic, brother.
Hey, yeah, but you know me, I always wait my turn, man. I ain't in no rush. I will be doing no arguing, so I don't mind waiting. But I've been typing the whole time. You feel me? Yeah, I'm talking to the people. But yeah, let me say it and let me make it clear. I can read, but yeah, after y'all decide what nationality you want to be under, the world's still right here. All of these other families and businesses who still. I mean, do you want to cut in? Or?
Yeah, I got you. I disagree. Once
Wait,
you
what? I
start
didn't even
giving
finish
them
what
the
I was saying.
power,
What you disagree
especially
with,
the
G?
mental power, when I ain't gonna say they can't kick your door in, but they can't pull you over when you driving too fast. They gonna still do that, but
Hey, I never said that.
why
I
not?
said exactly what I said. The
Why
world
not
gonna be
change
waiting to
your
oppress.
nationality? Why
What we
not
got for
correct
that?
your
B?
status?
Hold on. What did you disagree with that I said? Exactly what did you disagree with?
The last part, the world's
What?
still gonna be right here oppressing you.
No. So let's read it. Let's
That's
read
the
it
part I
verbatim.
don't agree with.
Let's read it verbatim, and I'll explain it,
Go
and
ahead.
then we can see.
After
Okay.
y'all decide y'all nationality,
There we go.
the world is still gonna be right here waiting to oppress you.
That's right. That's right. The world. That's niggas who look like you. That's people who
Exactly.
don't look like you. That's
Like I
businesses.
said,
That's
that's
corporations.
the
That's
part I
yeah.
don't
That's a
agree with.
fact.
Waiting to
So
oppress you.
okay. So they're gonna go away. They just gonna stop. You're gonna change your nationality, and then everything stops.
That's where
Let's do
me and
that
you
first.
disagree. Hold on, let me say this. It ain't
Let's
gonna
do that
stop.
first.
Everything is voluntarily, sir.
Oppression is
You
voluntary.
volunteer to vote. You volunteer to send your kids to their schools. You volunteer to take the jab. As you're volunteering, so ain't nobody put no gun to your head or kick in your door said you have to do this. So I see it as I got everybody. I'm building with my brother Warfare K real quick. I don't see it as waiting on somebody to oppress you. That's the part that's really confusing.
I got you. I think you might be interpreting the verbiage wrong. I think you might be reading it the wrong way. So let me just say it like this.
After we come together and decide we gonna say we Americans. If you were born here in America, you're American. Say that's what we decide to call ourselves.
Okay.
Americans.
Right.
Let's go from there. The second part. Okay.
The world's still gonna be just the same. It's gonna be waiting on your ass to take more resources from you and your people. They're gonna be waiting on you.
Like I
no
said,
matter your nationality.
I see it as all of that shit is voluntarily, brother.
It's not voluntary. People have fought and died and made their families live a certain way and made sacrifices and abstain from the pleasures of the world just so that their family can rule over yours. They will be waiting for you no matter your nationality. It does not matter.
Yes, it do. I disagree.
Well, then, hold on. Back to you. You never answered my question. You disagreeing with me, but you ain't never answered the question. And I'm kind of upset about that, bro.
What question? What question you got for me?
Okay, this is my third time asking you this question because now I'm sure it was you
I don't
last
think
time.
so, but go ahead.
So this is the third time I'm asking you this question. You've been talking about proper status and, the legal route and the paperwork. So now I asked you, based on the information or the solution that you're coming up with for this problem, going the route you're going,
it don't
what
work like that.
Success have you had? And
it don't work like that.
Duplicate? Hold on, can I finish what I'm saying, G? Because I listen.
You're trying to make it personal. You're trying to make it personal. I'm telling you, it's not.
Hey, let them finish, brother.
All right.
Because I'm about to shut this down. We're gonna end this bill with some order, please. Go ahead. Let them finish. Then you can respond, and we all will respond. Go ahead, brother.
Damn, man, you gonna end the fun right here now? I'll catch you niggas later.
We can continue this on my page, B. We can
definitely get down to the bottom of this shit one of these days.
Hey, shout out JJ. Much love and respect. Go ahead, brother.
Man, when it comes to the paperwork, all I ask is, if it's working, how's it working for you? Who around you is it working for? And what results can you prove? What can you show that you had? And are you able to teach somebody else so that other people are able to duplicate the process you went through? So what was the win? What was the big win after the correcting of the status or whatever you've done so far? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no judgment on you. I'm just asking, what did you accomplish and how can someone else do that?
And I'm saying you wrong. You looking at it all wrong because it's not about me. It's about us. I came to this panel about us. So you trying to come with this old slick shit that about what worked for me. No, what I'm coming with is what I'm telling the truth about what happened to us as a people. And what happened to us as a people, you know what I'm saying, is more detrimental than what you trying to say about you trying to ask me. So when I'm saying our identity needs to be corrected, I really mean that. Our identity needs to be corrected publicly. We have been denied so many things because we are so divided on this identity thing. So my thing is that identity crisis is priority. It needs to be checked at the door. These everything that we need to get that we gonna have afterwards, we let that happen after we get our identity first. So, you know, we talking about we round and round in the circle. We ain't gonna get nowhere unless we talk about the identity that was stolen from us. And the solution is for us to become right back to what we was from the very beginning. Indian. That's our solution. Indian, not tax.
Hey, I
I hear you,
appreciate you attempting to respond, answer the question, man. I ain't got nothing else for the brother, man. That's 3 strikes.
I
That's
hope I
it.
answered your question.
Not at
I
all.
think
No, you
I
did
think
not.
that's a start.
No, you did.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
think
said,
that's
it's
Go on,
the
brother.
look. You talking about the identity. Getting you trying to ask me, did I do all that? That's not what it is. That's not what this panel about. That's not what the fight is about. The fight is about all of us getting recognized. And the way we're gonna do this, it affects all of us. And it didn't happen to just one of us, it happened to all of us. So we all have to wake up at the same time
But this
and
is the thing, though.
understand who
Now,
we
I'm not.
are. And we gotta
Now,
stop it
can I
at the
build with
door.
you real quick, G? Can I chop it up with you real quick, G? Because I agree. I respect the perspective. You know what I'm saying? You want to get things done for all of us. But here's the thing. First thing first, there was never a time when all people were thinking the same way and we was all in agreement.
Here we
Okay?
go, man.
So that's not going to happen. 2, we're at a point where we cannot be passing the buck and saying, well, I'm going to wait before I show my real skill or my real power until everybody's woke. I gotta wait. I gotta wait until this isn't the right time. We need more people woke. No, you are woke. You have a job to do as a man. Us sitting right here talking, we are part of the solution. So when I say solution-based conversations, and I ask my brother, what was the solution that you came up with? You go back to, hey man, I'm just working for us. We're already talking about us and what we can do for us. And so if there is a solution that you are proposing or you keep hinting at, it's obvious to assume you have knowledge of this solution. But you never tell us what that solution is. So I'm having a hard time following you because you're going in a circle and you never answering my question about what we're supposed to listen. What are you
don't like my
trying to get us
answer?
to do?
You don't like my answer because you already got your own answer. You don't want to hear my answer.
All right,
that's
all right,
what
that's
it
cool.
is. It's
you got it, man. Hey, I appreciate you chopping it up with me, man. You want the
image award. You want to win the image award. You want likes because this is not. I'm not playing, and I'm about building. And I don't care where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that my peoples are affected by the illegal taxation.
Yeah, and warfare. I agree. I got you, Nuga. I agree. We do need to correct our status, man. You know, we got people here in America that's believing they came from Africa, man.
I feel this. Look,
and they got put there by this corporation. So a lot of us do need to get we need to get our status checked because a lot of our people, are lost. They don't know if they came from Africa or if they were born here. So it's nothing to matter, but it is an individual choice. And as far as getting out of this corporation, it's up to the individual. Like I said earlier, it's people who have changed their status, became sovereign, and they're still being governed. I know people that moved to deep in Alaska where it ain't no stores and lived off the land. It's up to the individual, man. Like you said, we all going to be governing on some kind of way because some people need enforcement officers around and other people don't. But what have this system done positive for us? And I see nothing. So what's the matter with creating your own fucking system? You can unmute, brother. I'm just saying, what have this system done besides lie, steal, and take?
Yeah,
It did nothing positive. Go ahead, let warfare captain.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the thing, man. All I did was pose a question. I don't know why you brought. I mean, I ain't gonna say y'all feel attacked, but based on y'all response, it seems like
I'm just
man. Come on,
I'm just saying.
Talk, man.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Let them get it out, man. Let them get it out, please. I'm the host. I'm the talking
shit, though. Of course, G. Of
Let
course,
him get
you
it
got
out.
it, G. It's your
Bro.
shit. Of
Please.
course. So all I did was say, yo, what's the benefit to doing this? See, this all we do if it's working for you, then you must be doing it. Unless you're talking about something that you don't know about. If you ain't did it,
Man,
and you
sit
don't
in the
know
back,
it's
man. You don't got
beneficial.
no solution yourself, man. Go on in the back.
All right, that's cool. But can I finish though? Show some
Let him
discipline
finish,
at the
man,
very
please.
least. At the very least, B. I got discipline.
I asked him to come up. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Go ahead, brother. You got
thank you. So yeah, man. All I did was ask, show improve, make hostility, and I'm glad it happened.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be hostile. You damn right, because
we got no discipline.
I mean, we got proof, but even if we got proof, some of us still ain't gonna see it. I mean, we got plenty of people who have changed their status, and like I said, you know, it ain't no question. You if they did, you can, and it's a choice that the individual made. You know, as far as for the group, we ain't doing shit as a group because we ain't together. But individually, you can change your status.
This is true. I understand that.
And
I got no argument with
you
that.
know, the rights that you have, like say you get sick, you go to that hospital, you know, they're gonna charge you. You
So
know
you
what I mean?
change your status, they don't charge you when you go to the
It's
hospital?
fucked up.
That's all I'm asking. What do it do for you, man? I'm just asking, what do it do? That's all I'm asking, man. Anybody can see that clear as day. All I'm asking is, what does that do for you?
I mean, being tax free could be a good thing, though.
I know the taxes that's been the thing forever.
Yeah,
taxes. Okay, is there anything else?
Well, dig this. Well, I'm gonna say this. As far I ain't doing nothing at the state. That jab shit, they gonna keep our people in a panic with this jab shit. So if you still doing what they saying, it's cool. But I'm not. Me and my family ain't. That's all I'm saying. Because there's going just like with this racism shit. You know what I mean? They using all of that.
Mic check.
Yeah, I'm here, man. You know, I just don't want to part. I mean, you can keep believing in their pandemics and their plandemics and all that other shit, but I don't want the state or this system governing my family. You may be cool with it. I'm not. And we do have rights as people, as human beings. Go ahead. You got it.
Hey, Philly, can I say something, Philly?
Yeah, let my brother Keith Lamont tap in. Because he's done the status change.
Yeah, I did it, and I'm tax free. I proved it, bro. I don't know if you missed that. And I got a half an eye. And I did it. So it's not impossible. It's an individual. Well, not even an individual. It's a man or a woman's choice if they want to do it or not. But we put the proof up there, and I told anybody. I showed how I did it, and I told Philly, anybody, I will show them personally how I did it. I'll talk to them on the phone. I offered it out. Nobody took the offer. I can't make nobody. Same with my family. Nobody won't do it. So, I mean, so it can be proven, brother. I mean, it's just, are you going to act on it?
Yeah, like you said, it's an individual thing. So, but as far as more, but what are we doing before we try to make that as a group? Because that's a group thing we trying to push, right? But right now, like you said, it's an individual thing. So there's other things that need to be done in our community. I think that's what warfare is saying. Besides waiting on that, what are we doing besides just that? Because okay, we know that's an individual thing, but what is we doing as a group, as a community? That's what he's saying. Hey, what's the ideas that we can do more for our community? We have an idea to stop the violence, the crime, whatever it is, getting people jobs.
My thing is, what is the Pan-African movement doing? What is any of these movements? None of them ain't doing nothing. They're trying to basically, unite America and Africa to a lie. Africans will even tell you, you ain't us. So what have the warfare? What have the Pan-African movement did, brother? Nothing for the people. But what have any of them? Like I said,
I want to know what
we're too scared to come together because if we come together, then we're gonna be a terroristic group. You see what I'm saying? But it's nothing the matter with
Oh, we definitely gonna be a terroristic group.
Examples of
I
people
know I'm on the
create their
list.
own tribes,
I know I'm on the list.
governing themselves, getting their land, and changing their status. Let Warfare K tap in. We got many people, but a lot of them won't come online because they choose not to. They living in real life, reality. They buying land in different states, building their own schools.
Definitely, you're right. Just like the Amish or whatever. You got people living like that. That's our people. So you're correct, OG.
Go ahead, Warfare. You got the mic, brother.
Yeah, man. So, you know, for me, I don't be, you know, I don't waste my time, you know, critiquing opposing groups who they're not even, you know, contenders in the fight. They just a distraction on the side. You feel me? So with the Pan-Africans pick your ideology, what they're doing or not doing ain't none of my business, because I'm focused on exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, is adding this is what I'm adding to the culture. The brother was just about to ask me, you know, what's your solution? And well, I mean, it's quite clear.
No solution, bro.
It's quite clear. Okay. We need people with skills so that we can create our own, and you got to start from the bottom. This is a 30, 40, 50-year plan. There will be no overnight solution, and we just moving the ball. Hold on, can I talk? Or
going back to the drawing board.
Y'all want to okay.
Nah,
You can talk for me, bro. No. Go ahead, talk for me.
Let him talk.
I ain't gonna argue with a man who couldn't answer a question.
I'm gonna put you in the back.
Now let that man talk, man. It's all good, man. Hey, man, solutions. I'm gonna wrap it up with this, man. What you know how to do, B? What you know how to do, and who gonna be responsible
Go ahead and
for
get
doing
it out,
something?
Warfare.
Yeah, man. But no, it's not. So, like I was saying, we need to appoint people to do specific jobs, not general conversation about general solutions and nothing specific. That's why when we get to asking for what is the solution based on, there is no proof, because it's all hypothetical. People ain't even did what they talking about. What is it that you do? Not think you know how to do, not want to try to do. Everybody here listening got a job or a skill set that they went to school or trained themselves in or grew up doing because of their family business. Everybody do something. You will need these very same jobs to create a new, smaller society that will build and grow. A certain number of people are going to have to separate into a local place that you can control a specific part of land and be self-sufficient there. You must imagine yourself as one of these little small town families that just built their wealth, disciplined their kids, only let their kids play with certain people who understood, you know, they made their clan, and then they grew, and generation after generation, granddaddy made them kids do this. Grandmama made them kids do that. Mom and daddy work here. They got a certain type of lifestyle, a certain type of discipline, and they know it's all about them. So until we got people who ready to say, yo, listen, man, I'll sacrifice, and I ain't got time for the bullshit games no more. If I'm talking to somebody, I'm talking about moving the ball forward. So what you know how to do, and how can we put a business behind that so we can get some money to buy the land, supplies, resources, and hire people that can do these jobs that we know need to be done. They graduate every freaking year, a batch of people who can't get a job in their field, but we don't have businesses to create for them. LLC is free in most states. We can make a job for these people, but we don't, because we argue who's going to do what specifically. My solution is make a council and have people decide. I will step up and be held accountable in front of the people for a specific part of this solution. So who's gonna do what? That's why I keep saying, what are we gonna do? Because there ain't nothing to do. It's just a hypothetical conversation about common problems with individual solutions that cannot be proven.
I agree with him. I gotta agree with him, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I like I said, I just did what I do. I showed y'all something and told y'all I'm willing to help anybody. If we got to sit down in a meeting or Zoom or whatever, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do my part. All I can do is the part I can do, though. I can't tell you how to start a business and all that. That's not my thing. So like he's saying, each person comes in. Like I believe Hawkeye said he knows the business thing.
I can help people set up businesses. I do funding and I play with the markets. You know what I'm saying? I can show a person basic chart reading. I use Elliott Wave. You know what I'm saying? I don't use all that indicator shit you see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I could definitely help anybody set up a business, merchant accounts, this and that, get your credit clean, trade lines, all of that type of stuff. But, you know, and I'm working on other stuff, but that's what I do right now.
Well, Hawkeye, this is Negro talking to you. Yeah, I have a so look, I know from like past years that
I'm gonna say this.
We had an identity crisis.
I'm not coming on YouTube to teach grown people shit. If grown people don't know how to deal with reality, they need to stay out of it then. I don't think YouTube is the place for what my brother Warfare K is talking about. I think that needs to be implemented offline between the people.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. No, I was just saying what I did real quick.
Hold on. So doing good business, legal business in the world, we can't even do that in front of people. That's fear, man. These other little kids got businesses on YouTube. Asian people marketing on TikTok all day. Buy this, buy that. People sitting here acting like they freaking artificial intelligence, but we just sitting here talking about doing good business, and we can't talk about that on YouTube, brother. Come on now. Let's not do that. We stronger than that. Legal business is reputable and respectable. There's no need to hide.
Everything ain't for YouTube.
Hey, you got it. Hey, well, with that, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on. You know what I'm saying? Talk my shit. Much respect, Philly OG, man. We men. I know how I feel. We men. You hear me? To everybody I was talking to, the brother, man, my man gone, but yeah, we men, and we talking like men about solutions. You feel me? And hey, man, the cream gonna rise to the crop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody, just like bro said. It ain't for everybody. So if you like what I've been talking about, you think I might be saying something a little bit right, then yo, sub to my channel. Come check me out. You feel me? I'll be doing my thing. Much respect to everybody here. Like the video, share the video, you know what I'm saying? People need to see us having conversations like this so we can get more, you know, the synapses firing in people's minds, and they can come up with their solutions and figure out what role they play in this thing. This ain't no spectator sport, man. This affect everybody. So you got to get in the game and actually score some points.
Hey, don't go nowhere for Warfare. Okay, when you finish, I just want to say one other thing to you. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. What you got for me, Jay?
Yeah, so she I mean, I didn't leave my shit. I'm not taking care of it. That's one thing.
Yeah, man.
Hey, K Goldman, let me say this to Warfare K. So shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, we have presented things to the community, you know, to make sure that we can be practicing generational wealth, coming together, buying land, and then the community didn't want to do it. So the ones that don't want to do it ain't going to do it. But the ones of us that want to do it, we can come together and do it. So it's plenty remedies that we've been talking about online. Like say, if I'm gonna give you a perfect example, if we can get 30 people to get $10 a fucking month, and let that accumulate, put it in the hands of a accountant. We can buy land. We all can come together, decide what we're gonna do with it. But we can't get niggas to do that because everybody's scam artists. You see what I'm saying? So not everything is for YouTube. That's why I say what I say. You know what I mean?
Right,
we got plenty of people in the community doing it. Sister Betty, Empress Hova, a lot of people are creating their own tribes and getting from under this corporation. And they just ain't coming online and saying what it's doing for them because, you know, maybe they choose not to, but it is. So shout out. I mean, we need these conversations. You know what I mean? But some of our people don't want to leave this system. They happy with it. But yeah, shout out to my brother Warfare K, man. We need talks like that, like this. And plenty of us is doing it.
Oh yeah, salute, man. I just want to say real quick, man, when the people start coming together, put money toward this shit, then it's a conversation for everybody. But as far as people doing their own private you know, credit and all that type of shit, I don't think that's for everybody, but we can have an overall, you know, agenda that we put together. Just because the word agenda don't make it bad, it can be a good agenda that we can all be on the same page for. But when certain people doing certain shit and they not getting help with it, now you just adding in another critic, not bringing no food to the table. They just saying, all the food cold, or the chicken ain't fried right, or you know the dish is dirty already, but they ain't washed the dish and they ain't brought nothing to the table. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta have these type of conversations to let people know, hey, if you want to
Shout
be
out,
more
Trish. I see much love to you.
involved in the shit, then be more involved in the shit. But salute.
Yeah, man. I'm my OG, man. I appreciate you having me, OG. I'm about to take a shower and shit, man. I'm tired. Appreciate you, man. Love y'all, man. I'm out of here, man.
All right.
Hey, appreciate you, K Gomez. Much love to you and the family, man. Make sure everybody sub up to everybody. Anybody else want to close out, man?
Yep. Yep. You don't catch me at Hurricane JW2. And my last thoughts is shit. Whatever y'all got, like, look, I'm cool with y'all solutions. I'm down with it. But I don't hear nobody talking about protection. So I'll be the military, whether y'all fucking like it or not. This system gotta crumble. Fuck the paperwork. I'm burning every fucking
brother
paperwork.
Hurricane, let me say this. And that's a skill that I could tell my brother Warfare. I'm a former vet, so that's the trade I'm bringing, brother.
Yep, and you're an automatic leader. You're an automatic leader. I'll be training under you.
All right, now y'all brothers down, put yourself out there and say y'all the military now.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
They already
I'm
killing
us. No. I'm saying like to us. So now the expectation is that you're gonna, show some of that discipline, show some of that hard work, some of that leadership. You feel me? Team building skills. Y'all got to be showing this now. If y'all gonna because that's the cream of the crop there. That is, that's the elite of the elite. Only 1% of the American, population go to the military, and so that's the best of the best, the ones who go and do the work. But all of them people ain't no stone cold killers. I know y'all know that. All right, y'all two brothers. I know some of them niggas was cooks. Some of them niggas run around with needles. They medics.
Hey,
Okay,
brother,
some of them niggas was paperwork.
I'm
a
disabled vet, brother. I served this
hold on. Let me
country.
say this though. No,
I
get you.
firsthand.
I'm just saying. I want to make this clear.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
I
a
know
military is a
firsthand.
nation in
That's
itself.
why I say
They are
warfare.
self-sufficient.
That's why I say war is always the last option. I know they killers, brother. We can look at the police.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though. Let's not make it
And
seem
where
like.
do you think they get their military training from? The military. The police force get their training from the military. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so but this the thing though. These everybody in the military got two jobs. One to fight, and the other is something to help sustain the military. Okay, so everybody got to be weapons trained. Everybody got to be nice with they weapon that's been assigned to them based on the job they got. But then they also got a regular 9 to 5. Now, some people got jobs where all they do is train to kill. But most other people are supporting those people in one way or the other by keeping their guns in inventory and making sure they properly stored, by making food, okay, by, taking care of their paperwork and family back home, making sure the money is moving properly, payroll, you feel me? People who work on cars and trucks, you feel me? So there are, when I say what's your skill set, everybody want to talk about fighting, but that's all I've been talking about the whole time. What's your secondary skill set? I said this like 5 years ago. You ain't just out here talking about fighting something or taking something, and you ain't got but one skill, and that's you want to hurt something, and you can't be good at that because you ain't got no practice. I know you don't. Anybody talking about going and killing and hurting something, you ain't got no practice. It's in your mind, B. And if you have some, you out of practice, and that's a fact. So when we talk about warfare, not war, and we talk about military, you got to be talking about people with skills, not just people who want to fight. That's a fact.
That should close out, brother, because I'm letting everybody close out, man.
Hey, man, shit. Appreciate y'all for letting me rock. That's it, man. Shit. This ain't going to be the last time. We're going to do it again, man. To the next one.
Appreciate you, brother. Anybody else want to close out? I just put this up, so I want to make sure it's on the screen, man. All the crimes that have been committed in this country, man. Talk about here in America.
I just want to say peace to everyone. Everybody got, good ideas. I'm with you on that, OG. I think war is going to be the last part of the battle, because it's definitely battles, but everybody has to do their part, whatnot, and just come together and, and just take it from there. But, peace to everyone.
Peace, much love.
Yeah, I'll say peace out to all y'all brothers. If y'all want to do something, in private, we get together, talk for the public, for the benefit of the public. Big Dog got my info, man. Anybody can reach out to me, man. just reach out to me, man. I'm willing to help in any way, anybody, any way I can, man. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate you, brother. Anybody else want to close out?
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna close out, OG. Salutes to everybody, man. I appreciate you for having me on the panel, man. Salutes to everybody. It's always fun building with y'all, man. Salute.
Appreciate you. Going live later, brother?
Yeah. I'm gonna go live a little later, man. Just show some videos, do an open panel, man. Let the people come up and have a voice for a second, man. I'm gonna vibe with y'all. Salute.
Yeah, make sure everybody sub up to everybody, man. I'm gonna shout out as many people. Shout out my brother Taz in the building, man. Shout out everybody. I'm gonna shout out as many people as I see in the chat, man. And I'm gonna play a song, a promo song. Like I said, you know what we on. Promo 2023 and beyond, man. Everybody sub up to everybody. That's how we grow. Here we go. Let me share the screen. Shout out to everybody. I'm gonna shout y'all out. Give me a second. Promo, if y'all haven't subbed up to my brother Chris Cyphers, Key Norfolk, the Enemies Public, Reading Vegan, B1OB, Goddess, right here.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Sub up to everybody.
This is
Don, I
what
see
you be watching on YouTube.
Checking woke, see what the flow about. The Freemasons, the niggas who took the land, make the money and all of the major brands, took the knowledge of both of the native man, told them move out the way as American. Kicking off, I went the ball first. They the ones who was pushing the ball first. I be catching this shit like I'm stalwart. Niggas sick and I don't need no call, sir. Ain't no stopping me for an apology. Set up shop and they call it a colony. Fuck economy, we need autonomy. I got love for hip hop and not Cardi B.
Back to the bed, nigga. Know that I'm killing niggas. I'm running through green like it was a deal, my nigga. But this ain't a drill, my nigga. Get on the real, my nigga. Keep gas on me, Hank Hill. Big Papa ain't no faith here. If they sleep, them up be day wheel. I'm a big dog, better stay still, nigga.
Nikki G13 every Saturday. Sponsor Ray Cobb. Angry with Music. My bad. Ray Cobb. Rap, poetry, low, new Warfare.
Gundam, I told niggas, I'm really that nigga, uncomparable. Son getting fitted for death. This shit is tailored too. Bad bitches hunting me down became hysterical. Shorty put her ass in the sky. I call her Sailor Moon.
Feels your feelings as they override. They cuddle and enjoyness. I lay, I rest. Lay with me. Let's continue this dance of fluid communication.
Gorillas McCoy, much love to family.
Two hoes in the bed trying to share the meat. Trying to stack the money up until it's 7 feet. Know these op niggas always getting sick of me. Putting candy in the sandwich bag before trick or treat. Chopper hit a nigga from and turn shit to Mr. T.
In it to win it, no kidding. The kid exquisite and lyrically, I exhibit simplicity, so you get it emphatically. I'll diminish you indigence in a sentence, simplistic, sometimes explicit descriptions of how I'm living. Visions of militants, independence is what I'm reaching. Teaching the innocence, the equivalent, what I'm thinking.
We got
tough, I got stuff that can get you boxed up. You meeting Lucifer, let the Ruger bust like pressure pipes. I'm stretching white like exercises. I've been extra grinding, putting extra time in. I'm extra extraordinary. You get more than buried. Bring you back to life while you're underground. They might as well put your coffin down.
Make sure you bring it. There's a cash prize every week.
We're going to do a part 2 of this coming soon. We're going to get together because I want to talk about the racism.
Your love, it penetrates my soul.
And how it's still going on and how we can.
Your natural ways is so
what's our solution to the racism?
Our friendship will fail and never fail of any broken agreements. Always supporting and loving your achievements. Baby, you know you need. To all your endless possibilities and all your natural remedies, your good, loving, and my herbal teas is what we seek.
Had to focus my mind, take it to another level you niggas will never find.
Hey, appreciate you, Hurricane. Man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Nobody told y'all they got nothing. Y'all, the family got nothing. Appreciate you, Lawanda. Flat motherfucking power to the Flat Power family, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. I really do. All my Flat Power family, man. All my Aboriginals, man. We building and growing out here. Shout out my brother Anthony Love. Great job. Appreciate you. I'm gonna play the network before we leave. I'm gonna play the network, bro. So that's what we doing. We growing and building over here. Then I'm gonna shut it down after the network. I want to play my man Trill Dog record. Share the screen once up. Promo 2023 and beyond. That's all we on, man. Growing and building. Let me find that real quick. Okay, that's that. I want to close that out, man. Come over here to my inbox. I gotta find. See who sent me. I think Dangerous sent me that. My nigga Dangerous. Shout out everybody. I appreciate y'all participation. We're gonna play my brother Luke Dog, and we're gonna next close out. Luke Dog record. Shout out my brother.
You gotta live it up. Since you won't lie, you gotta live it up.
My brother
if you born on this word and you already fucked, and if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up, hustle and get it up. Since you alive, you gotta live it up. If you born on this word and you already fucked, and if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up, hustle and get it up. Since you alive, you gotta live it up. They say that if you born in this world covered in melanin, and you were cursed from birth with low intelligence, and you were only meant to slave and work for it. You just another motherfucker in a cotton field, suffering from cognitive dissonance due to politics, stuck in poverty, never seeing no way out of it. Beating for progress, hustling to get it in, and all the moves that you making, you still standing still. The media damaging, governors pandering, punting your freedom for dollars, and they just cash it in. They roll the dice with your life, they just gambling. National Guard now in charge, yeah, they with FEMA them. Be careful with the food America feeding them. Systematic ignorance to ensure that you never win. But if you born and you die, you were chosen to live. Treat your cares like the blunt, let it blow in the wind. If you born on this word and you already fucked, and if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up, hustle and get it up. Since you alive, you gotta live it up. If you born on this word and you already fucked, and if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up, hustle and get it up. Since you alive, you gotta live it up. They say that if you born in this world and you got red skin, then you extinct and you can possibly be an Indian, Aboriginal, Native, walking on flat land. Told you that you were African, now you ain't got land. This for the next generation who don't understand. It's for the ones with the mind that can comprehend. Black lives matter, but will you help your fellow man? Stop fronting on the internet and start collecting bands. Join hands and business, put your money where your mouth is. And for the young ones who already got kids, feed they mind, fuck a fucking Nike outfit. Feed their soul, cause the enemy wanna see them dead. Stop letting all this entertainment go in your head. When you think of losing, think of progress instead. If you were born and you died, spot change then. Tell a gang, sell a gang, gone. Yeah, if you were born on this word and you already fucked. And if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up. Hustle and get it up, since you alive, gotta live it up. If you born on this word and you already fucked. And if you black, then your struggle can't be rough enough. It ain't no love, they just tell you to toughen up. Hustle and get it up, since you alive, gotta live it on up. Gotta live it on up. Since you alive, nigga. Gon' live it on up. My 900, nigga, I'm 900. It's true.
We're gonna play the network and then we out, man. Here we go, the network. Where is it at? Damn, I just brought it up. Here we go. Here we go. Damn. If y'all got music, send it to my nigga Dangerous, man. Send it to my nigga Dangerous. It's called the network.
Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel, better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House, stumping in the Air Force Ones into the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and woke. They know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Whoa, it's the new sleep. Shallow is the new deep. Cheaps every news week. Silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nymph.
Hey, much love to my sister, B. Swain. That's my blood sister right there. That's family. Shout out to my sister, B. Swain. Love you, sis. Always. Much love to you and mom. Always in the family. Much love to my sister, B. Swain. That's my blood, my sister, my real sister. Shout out to everybody. Let's play the music.
So I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan. They both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they.
Man. We're growing. Promo 2023 and beyond. We're growing. No, what the hell happened to that? Let's start it over. Here we go. Love you, brother. You already know.
You ever wonder what it's like to live in the jungle? Lion, tigers, and bears, snakes, and scorpions. Can you say this shit serious? Serious as it is. When it's fuck, how you feel, better get it how you live. When killers retaliate every enemy possible, surviving lives on a hard pill to swallow. God bless the child that can hold his own. That means taking care of your family till your kids are grown. If loyalty is royalty, some of us broke as fuck. Blood thicker than water, but still, who can you trust? They say that you to blame, ran your name in the mud. You a soldier, you was trained, you was ready for war. The president smoking, fucking bitches in the White House, stumping in the Air Force Ones into the lights out. King of high yourself, they say you dangerous and won't know we greedy for these beats, so they say we creep slow.
Whoa, it's the new sleep. Shallow is the new deep. Cheaps every news week. Silence is the new speech. Cool like a fan, but on the other hand, I'm a nympho. So I like to fuck what they saying. Fuck an ab and a pan. They both kicking the can. Two homeless motherfuckers that ain't took back they land. Ain't no need to take a seat once you to overly stand. Listen up and pour a cup while I rock like a band. Fuck a chief in a tribe. I like feeling the vibe. Man, tucking all that pride and see it's just a divide. But you fuck with white girls and you push genocide. And Jennifer, the only one you call for a ride. I was fucking with that shit, but now my feelings have died. And all my women spoiled like my package expired. My discernment like a tooth with the feeling inside. Cause I'm here to tell the truth.
Shout
Fuck
out
what
my
you feeling
30-year
inside.
friend George Henry that was in the chat. That's a 30+ year friendship we done had.
This that prolific, spiritual individual. Grab your bitches, they follow him everywhere he go. My oracle, the shit I'm kicking like Sub-Zero. Most niggas playing this simple with Keisha, popping like teenage pimples. Y'all niggas lack credentials, overlapping. Most you niggas with meditation, elevation, fundamentals. It's official, like a ref with a whistle. I won't pick up my dribble. She looked me in the eyes, open up the eyes to say, play monkey in the middle. The woman's my favorite riddle. Her charisma in my temple. She get real experimental. With her mouth on my pickle, guess my lap is her pillow. She have fun giving me brain, that's real fundamentals. Give me some, get you one. I'm a chosen one to overcome any spiritual war. I know I already won. Plus my high vibration surpassing all you bums, nigga.
Yeah, get it, Lyrical ecstasy, pull up smooth. How Alexis be? Reference me whenever you thinking of who the best would be, respectively. It's longevity. I'm from that pedigree of gifted ones with powers that's tapping into telepathy. The mind is everything. You so off, forever lost in this matrix. Starving to be a part of this great shit. Flow like the A6 when in traffic, wreaking havoc. Blue steel 44 bulldog. I let you have
I'm gonna call you after I get off this live. I'm gonna call you.
Game up was real when I ain't have shit, and when I came up was never on no half shit. I put the same up, and people out here plastic. Don't fuck the game up. It's strange, but we carry on. Gotta be very strong in this life that's not promised or very long. I get my berry on, spitting from the depths of the deep. It's greedy. Who got next on this beat?
Put a one in the chat if I'm like this all the time, sis. Put a one in the chat if I'm lying.
Supreme dropper, the son of God, the dream stopper, the rude awakener, fumigating you fleas proper. Rejuvenation's illuminating through these choppers. Came back and immediately superseded you teeny boppers. Full of this positive energy, you can see the chakra. And you can tell I'm a soldier like P and Silk the Shocker. Invoke the fifth morning dude who preceded Jimmy Hoffa. Y'all get talking like bitches, I'm on a different knocker. And I drink different vodka, I'm just a different monster. The first two fall off in the temple in Sri Lanka. But fuck it, nigga, enough about me, let's switch the topic. You're always talking about killing the ops, kill the optics. Shit ain't respectable spectacles for whoever watching. One day your name bringing profit, the next is on the docket. You're flying high, my guy, and I ain't here to knock it. I'm just praying that you escape from that burning cockpit.
The key to life is not to compete with rivals. You live evil, so we divide you, then collide you. Bleed the strip like a menstrual cycle. Live for rifles, stop your vitals. If you worship idols and live for titles, what gotta give for you to see God live inside you? Dragon niggas through the heat until they breathing fire. I'm so cold I can freeze a fire. I been saw the earth was flat. I'm a frequent flyer, speak in silence. I'm a verbal tyrant. Words merge together to cast spells on people trying. I'm vibrant. Negative energy get met with violence. Yellow tape and sirens. The surveillance footage showed him getting killed, but it was nobody by him.
Yeah, straight cops. Yo, cause you know what I'm spitting is real. Like when a clucker hit the bass and he getting that feel. How he get on the mic and that shit just spill. I've been killing shit for a while. I got the light, you can't turn down my sundial. Living foul, die the same way. My people going nuts for a payday. Run up on you broad day, let the case spray. I'm eating beats like I'm at a buffet. I made it to the God's doorway and they let me in because I found what was built in. And they like what I do with the pen. I zeroed in, I mastered my zen. All you gotta do is say when. You up next, Dre Cobbs, you got one shot. No worries, my flow is dumb hot. I run through anybody I come upon. The juggernaut, I took my fucking spot. Just moved a couple rappers down the slot. Fucking blood clots, play connect the red dot. And I ain't talking Kodak when I say he getting a headshot.
Safe. Yo.
I'm colder than a Chi-Town breeze. Use a fake, put the metal to your face like, lie down please. Let the frost stop, leave the same impression from a car drop. Y'all watch the boy stand out like a ball spot. Smoke down trees, connecting with my inner man. Ran with the best of them, boot camps get Timberland. And my weight class, cash by the milligram. Pink sapphire stones, I call them killer cam. I'm so clean, y'all can remove blemish. Give true business, cross hook jab, boots in this. Don't trust people that come in your space. Some will lead you to a trap like the front of the race. Words are weapons, but if you make me come from the waist, literally shit on you niggas when I dump on face. I'm lyrical dope and physical hope. Only need one shot with a visual scope.
Fuck each and every last one of them. Fuck everybody that jump ship and fuck whoever run with them. Fuck you for biting my style, nigga, you big lame. I'm a cesspool to you niggas, you just a shit stain. Fuck you for playing them bitch games, you heard me? Fuck you for adding my name, trying to concern me. I don't give a fuck why you mad, nigga. You better get glad, nigga. Stop trying to hide you an ass kisser. Them niggas that you said was killers, they don't know you. I put the call in with niggas, they exposed you. Dumb clown, it really ain't no time to be dumbfound. Niggas heard them whack ass lyrics and said thumbs down. Fuck you for being a rat, saying your gun shoot. Fuck whoever gave you the idea, they dumb too, dangerous. I'ma be the winner of this race, Mr. Fuck you, middle finger in the face.
Everybody have a good night. Much love to everybody. We out. Peace.